YouTube, how's it going? Man, I don't know. When I screw up the intro, I kind of just want to restart my entire day. I want to go climb back into bed and try to do a better job next time. Tomorrow, I suppose. Anyway, hello, Noms. How's it going? Noms, you were not really on screen today. You were, in fact, just a hat. Very well. Let's say some hellos to some folks.
Maybe I should have worn my little hoodie.
I mean, hoodies are fine too, whichever way. Hello, friends. It's Saturday morning. We're hanging out. Everything is good here. It's been a nice morning so far. I don't know. What have we done so far? We had breakfast. Oh, I tried the breakfast we discussed yesterday. I had breakfast for the first time ever of rice and honey and salt, all mixed up. So darn good. So darn good. So darn good. Noms, you ever had this?
Just today.
And
It reminds me of something else that I can't place at the moment.
Right, and you said it's some kind of American breakfast food, possibly sold at the store.
Cream of wheat. That's what I was trying to come up with this morning. Cream of wheat, which is not rice but wheat.
I've actually never had cream of wheat before. Noms, what do you say about it? Is it a good dish to eat?
I actually didn't grow up with it either. I didn't grow up with any of these things. But as an adult, I had like the Quaker oatmeal in the little packs.
I see.
Because my college carried them in the breakfast area.
Ah.
And then of course you go stay at a hotel, and if they have a continental breakfast, they have the little packets of oatmeal.
I've had oatmeal as a youngster, and oatmeal with raisins so delightful, but I've never had at the hotel. At the hotel, I tend to be a full breakfast or a piece of fruit, thank you. And there's nothing in between.
I mean, I paid for it, so I am getting my money's worth, thank you.
They could sell you a breakfast of broken glass infused with razor blades, and you jam it down your maw. Absolutely.
Well, I do. I feel that way. I maybe it's a very American thing where it's like, I'm getting my money's worth, so I'm gonna try the pancake thing, and I'm gonna get a Belgian waffle, and I'm also going to have like the hot bar, and let me also have some yogurt with cereal on top of it.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. We should probably say some hellos to people before we get to it. This is a Leighton Orient shirt. No, it's the team that was. To a drew with Leighton Orient last week. This is Wrexham, actually. Yeah, Wrexham squad, so somewhat less obscure, but I've been following them for, 2 or 3 years now, how it goes. Hello, hit people, guys. Good to see you. Welcome in, Pepper MG. Noms, do you want to join me and say hellos today?
No, I'm not very good at this.
That's right. History teacher Steve, it's good to see you. Welcome in, Unnamed Comet. A pleasure, Marks. A pleasure, Secretara. Blankster, it's good to see you once more again. Hello to you, Freak. Happy Saturday to you, Freak. Cajun Kilo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jim, what's up and good? Gary, a pleasure to see you once more today. John Mabamba, welcome in, my friend. Hello to you today, Jack. Jack, so good seeing you. Hello to you, Triskel Kid. Welcome, welcome indeed. Hello, Cyber Oracle. Hello, Jim. Hello, Volo. Hello, Judas. Hello, Selden. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us as the stream begins today. I'm sure there are many more of you who have not said hello yet, and that's fine. I'm glad you're here also. Hope things are great. And Noms has brought with her today a drink, it seems.
Yeah, it's one you got me.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a creamy banana drink, it looks like.
Banana latte.
Banana latte. Those are the two words I would not normally say together. Have you had a banana latte previously?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I've had one like here. I've had a banana soy milk here.
That's right. Yeah, here in Japan, they do jam together flavors that are consistently surprising to me as an American.
For being a lactose, people who are prone to lactose intolerance, there are a lot of like milk-based or yogurt-based drinks. So there's a lot of blank lattes.
It's true. It's true. I do wonder what the prevalence of lactose intolerance is here. Number one, and then number two, I do wonder how unwell people become. Because one thing, if you have a little tummy ache, it's quite another if you have major issues. So I'm guessing it's the minor tummy ache version. Grace, good seeing you. Welcome in. Whoever comes up with Kit Kat flavors must be stopped. Yeah, there are indeed a tremendous number of flavors of Kit Kats here, and more every month.
There is a Kit Kat store here. We've never been there, but it's in Harajuku.
That is true. There is a Kit Kat store that apparently has all of the flavors. Now, I'm guessing that some flavors have fallen to the wayside. There are probably some bags of Kit Kats out there that are collector's items. The candy inside has molded, has collapsed to dust, but it's still fully sealed. And that is beautiful. Yeah.
I was once at a meeting, and we had a bunch of like assortment of Kit Kats, and at the end, people were talking about the different Kit Kat flavors, and they were trying to select which one they want. And this one guy was like, "Oh yes, I highly recommend this one. It's appears to be a special edition for this season. It was very good." And then we looked down, and there were no more of them.
Oh no! Oh no! I mean, we can definitely get more if we want to.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think he had the only one in the pack.
With that said, was it marked as being a special edition, or was it instead this person had such knowledge of the wide variety of Kit Kat types that he was able to say, "Oh, this one's special"?
I think it was like a seasonal flavor. You know how like there are certain
flavors that come around. The cherry blossom flavor, the yam flavor, once a year or so.
Oh yeah, I have to get a yam frappuccino. This makes it sound like I'm one of those people that tries all the frappuccinos. This one was highly recommended to me, but by one of my coworkers. She said that she tries to not have frappuccinos, but when the sweet potato frappuccino comes around once a year, she has to get one.
So in the autumn in the U.S., we get pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice in the fall. Here we get yam.
Yeah. I don't know that it's technically the same. I don't know if it's technically the same thing, because I heard once that there's like sweet potatoes and yams are two different things.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely is the case that...
I'm sure there are many varieties of sweet potato, come to think of it.
And what's called pumpkin flavor in the U.S. is not what pumpkin tastes like. It's similar enough, it rhymes with it.
It tastes like a nutmeg.
Yeah, exactly.
Pumpkin spice flavor is actually nutmeg and sugar.
Yeah, we're here, we do get pumpkin-flavored things, and there's just not much sugar into them. It really is just like you're eating a kind of gourd. Good luck! Is the pumpkin a gourd?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah. What makes a gourd a gourd?
I think it's like something that grows on a vine and is in the same family.
Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea.
It is in the pumpkin squash family.
That's great. That's great.
Is watermelon a gourd?
So are gourds dried? I mean, I've often seen around like Thanksgiving the dried gourd on the teacher's desk. I would not eat the dried gourd, but I'd say, that's still a pumpkin or whatever.
I guess I thought it was also fleshy ones were also gourds, but maybe not.
I have no idea. Watermelons might be berries.
You think? Really?
Jack, that's useful.
Really?
Because like grapes, are grapes gourds? Certainly not. I think, watermelons and
really?
Grapes. I think so. I think I've heard that before also, Jack. Let's check it out. Hello, Fritz.
The plants are so different. I say this, because the plants are different.
Let's see. So we'll go here.
Maybe they're related to strawberries, which are also viney plants.
But
not bushberries.
I want to brag briefly. Yesterday, I remember this word without having the word at hand. It was great. I was like, simony, so good. Sorry. No more brag. That's what I do for bragging. Not like, I ran a fast race, but that word's in there. Are watermelons berries? That's the question here. Yep, it is a berry with a hard rind and no internal divisions, and is botanically called a pepo a pepo.
Oh, that makes sense, because the pepita is a
seed.
Yeah, isn't that watermelon seeds?
I think pepitas are pumpkin seeds.
Okay, you're right.
I'm not sure, though. But it might be a similar... like the word pip possibly holds them together. Pip, a small thing, like a captain's pip on a...
Yeah, we're making up etymologies.
No, I want to say...
Isn't that part of the circle?
One second. I want to say this is absolutely true. Let's see here.
So what makes something a berry, then?
We'll get to that very soon. So, pepita is from seed or kernel. Very good.
The edible seed of a pumpkin or squash.
Pepo etymology is from red gourd. We got problems. Pepita and pip at least might share. Sort of pippin. That's not what we want. Yeah, small hard seed in a fruit. There's at least a partial overlap there. Anyway, that's fine. All good.
I'm still confused about watermelons being a berry.
Okay, what do you want to know about watermelons and berries and so on?
What defines a berry?
What is a berry? A small, roundish, juicy fruit without a stone.
Yeah, can you click on that Venn diagram on the right?
This one here.
That's what I want to know.
Okay, so we want to talk about what the boys down in science say versus what we all know is true. Here you go. Here you go.
Okay, so pumpkins are in there too.
Yeah, apparently
Okay.
so. Because the no pit thing.
Huh. Huh. But
So
the
we all know.
strawberry is on the left. I thought maybe strawberries might be in the middle because this is still very confusing to me. Because yeah, I'm coming at this from like the perspective of what does the plant look like. So like watermelons, pumpkins, cucumbers, and strawberries all come from vines. Raspberries, blueberries, those come from bushes, right? Blackberries, those come from bushes.
I see.
And then cherries come from trees, and bananas come from trees, and lemons come from trees. So, it's very confusing.
Very confusing indeed. Very confusing indeed. How many steps from this conversation to is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, they feel very, very close together. It's confusing. Literally new. Absolutely, Volo. This is one of those topics that comes up occasionally when someone in chat is like pushing up the glasses and saying, "Actually, Resorty," which we do appreciate. We like learning things here, but yeah, very, very strange. Very, very strange. All right, is cereal a soup? Is soup have to be warm? All these good things. We're not doing this today. People think that's my field is. It's unacceptable, but yeah, we learned something about how these things fit together for sure. Hello, Slivers. Good seeing you. Hello to Quatrick. What's good today, Klaus? Hello, Blue Link. Hello to Restless Cat. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, strawberries have seeds on the outside. Strawberries are neither berries nor straw nor wholly. You, my friend, paid attention back in high school. That's true for sure. Back to big screen. That's good. We saw a question in chat earlier of whether Baby Fritz drank from a glass on the table today. I'm inviting you into the conversation.
Sorry. I was still thinking about berries and what is that called? Anyway, Linnaeus. No.
No, he did not. It's a good topic. Good topic. No, though Fritz.
I held him for a while up here, but then he got too squirmy before we could show him to you.
Yeah, I mean, though it's the case that Fritz definitely enjoyed drinking out of the water glass on like the table yesterday, I don't think we want to encourage that kind of behavior.
Yeah, otherwise he'll be coming up to every glass. Oh, is this for me too?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should try putting a water glass on the ground and see if he'll drink from that freely. If he prefers that, we could give him a shot. The problem, of course, is the water glass only has a limited amount of space that's close to his face. And so we have to be constantly pouring in.
No, and you know what he's going to do after
He'll
that?
knock it over.
Yes.
Knock it over. And break your fine IKEA glasses.
Do we have any plastic glasses we can let him use?
Not that I know of. We could probably obtain one that has a cat on the outside. And we say, oh, it's a cat on the outside. It's for the cat. Ah. Very good. Hello, Ostel. How's it going? At this point, I should mention, friends, it is Saturday here. You can tell that from the Wrexham shirt, of course. But also, today we're playing Satisfactory. Once a week, we play this game. And as I've been seeing people's posts over on the Discord, so many of you have really amazingly beautiful bases. You've put hundreds of hours into your playthrough, and I got like 20 hours. So I'm so far behind where everyone else is. We'll get this playthrough done probably round about, I don't know, 2026 or so. I think. Anyway, Noms, how are you doing? How have things been recently? What's going on with you?
Yeah, pretty good. I was thinking about something and now I've forgotten it again. I'm not sure that if we got Fritz his very own plastic glass that he drink from it, because I think part of what he likes is the clear glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I wish I understood what Cat Fritz sees the world as. Because Cat Fritz's experience is very, very different. He rejects some bowls out of hand. He loves other ones very much. It's just, there's some distinction at work that is very confusing to me. And maybe one of these days he will learn language and tell us.
We'll just put lots of different things in front of him, and then we'll make a giant Excel sheet of how he reacts to all of them. And then we'll figure out what the precise characteristics are of the ideal drinking vessel.
Yeah, unfortunately there are too many confounding factors. He's probably going to die before the experiment's done. We've got to get a new cat, etc., etc.
Oh, we did, he was very, very interested in my little ice cream dessert yesterday.
That
who
is true.
So interested.
That is
in
true.
It.
And it's possible people get to see these pictures. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right, because we no longer just tell stories.
I forgot. This
Old
was
and
part
busted.
Of...
Old and busted is telling whatever comes to mind. Noms, what is the new hotness?
The new hotness is the wheel of
Story time! That I didn't pull up yet. Wheel of story time! There it is, there it is. Noms, are you ready for the wheel of story time? It's blocking your face, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, where are we?
It's advice from Noms. Noms has advice.
Yeah. I mean, you've learned something very important this week that we might want to share with chats. Friends, it is time
I forgot what it is.
It's okay. I have the story ready to go if you do not.
Okay.
So Noms, are you excited for this? This is your first time being here during the Wheel of Storytime. Do you have anyone you're really hoping to get?
Tech support.
Tech support's a very good one. Tech support is a good one. Is Funko Pop on the wheel? The part on the right-hand side in red that says Funko Pop is indeed Funko Pop on the wheel. Yes, this morning I set the wheel for Nom's time as opposed to all of my normal stories. So there's a separate notepad file with all of my stories. Here we have the ones for Noms. Ready, Noms?
Yeah.
It's gonna be very exciting. Here we go. The Wheel of Storytime. Yeah, we gotta need that sound. Definitely need that sound. Oh no! Oh no!
I was gonna say no whammy.
You didn't say no whammy, no whammy. You didn't say no whammy, no whammy. Oh, Noms. So this is the first time it's ever happened.
Bye, guys.
While it's the case that we do... Noms, please come back. While it's the case that we do respect the Wheels announcements at the end of story time, because it's Saturday... Noms, would you please come back? Hello. Because it's Saturday and Noms took all the effort to put on her hats... I'm going to say we can have one more spin. Next time End of Story Time comes up, then we will definitely say goodbye, but not till then. I should just take End of Story Time off of it. Please don't hit twice in a row. Hey, it's Redactyl! Noms.
I feel like we're at the sushi place.
We're at the sushi place. What do you mean?
Remember how there's you can win a little prize? There's the sushi roulette.
Ah, yeah. Possibly 10% off on your next visit here. You come back and spend more money, or a coin for a free gachapon item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have a chance of this, and there's a spin wheel that has different kinds of sushi on it.
Yeah.
And there's a little man in the middle who sits and watches the wheel go around. It's not a real man, it's a cartoon, don't worry. And more often than not, when he hears a particular song, right, it's a very sad song, indicating that you have lost. And we have...
And then the little man goes...
Yeah, a little Animu crying. It's absolutely very sad, very sad. Anyway, friends, it's time for Redactyl.
Big old tears.
Time for Redactyl here. Let's get Redactyl going.
I've never played this before.
It is brand new to you.
Okay.
This one is a really fun new game. We've just recently learned it. It's good.
I'm so scared.
Oh, no, it's good. We're going to learn together to be wonderful.
Oh, man.
Klaus asks, is that a game that comes from putting plates in? No. At the one we go to, it's instead on particular desserts that cost a little bit more. You have the opportunity to win a wheel spin.
We should go to one of those where you put plates in there.
Yeah, we've yet to be to a sushi bar where you put plates in and eventually win a wheel spin. Now, I think they often show you how many more you need to put in as a way of incentivizing buying more and more food. Now, we probably could take the sushi that we order, throw the sushi over our shoulder, and feed the cat. This is Redactyl.
I mean, I've been to a slightly more upscale kaiten sushi place, and they don't have any of those plate things at all.
I mean, why would anyone go there then? The obvious appeal of...
The food tastes better.
That's a thing.
It really does, actually. It really does.
I see.
I cheated and had some fish. Oh my gosh, it was good there.
I think,
and it's not even like super, super, super high class. It's just like middle grade.
I think for you, having some fish no longer counts as cheating.
I think it is, isn't it?
But it happens basically every time we're at a restaurant.
That's not true.
That's not true. But at sushi places, almost... Anyway, it's fine. The way this game is played...
I feel bad.
I'm sorry you feel bad. Honesty, expressing your truth will help you feel better about the world. Anyway, this game is played by trying to guess a word at the top. The word has, we'll tell you right now, 7 letters in it.
Oh, it tells you that?
Yeah, so the top here is count. You see how many letters, because you could go through and count character. Yeah. What?
Oh, I didn't know that was part of it. Okay.
You'd prefer it if you didn't know how many letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that also. Anyway, so today we're going to do this with chat, as we always do. I'm going to read out the first sentence. Blank is a blank blank. There you go, team. Our lead sentence, blank is a blank blank.
Can we hop around?
Can we do what, sorry?
Can we hop around?
Oh, sure, yeah, we can go through.
Sorry, I'm already very excited about this.
And see a wide variety. So you and I are each going to get 2 words to guess. And then we'll begin asking chat for what they think it might be.
So we guess words.
You guess words. You can also guess numbers if you want to. In this mode, singulars and plurals are different. That's the thing. But, there's a blank of the blank, 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 near the blank. So most recently, we've had Sri Lanka. We've had the Smilodon, is that right? Smilodon, the Commonwealth of Nations, etc. So it's obviously a very long Wikipedia article, but only about a third of the way through. We can keep going.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
okay.
but at this point, let's go to the top and start our game beginning. Noms, what is a word that you...
Why me? No, you first.
Okay. I will guess the word plant. The word plant has 0 hits. I am now excluded for a while. Noms, what's your word you like to guess? It's okay to be wrong.
So like words.
So
No. So like the word is there. Does that mean that all of the words is in the entire article are already visible? Meaning there are no hidden words that are is.
So what I understand is that pronouns, articles, and all conjugations of to be are already shown. They're not pronouns, sorry, prepositions, articles, and all conjugations of to be.
Can I see how many letters this is, please?
Sure. That's 7 letters long, Noms. It's okay to be wrong. You see, Big Boy over here, the person that everyone's here to watch, allegedly, has gotten 0 on his first guess. It's a matter of just guessing and having some fun. If we solve it in the first moment, not much fun.
If I give a verb, will it show me all of the appearances of all the conjugations of that verb?
Absolutely not. It will show you only the particular conjugation that you have put in. It's okay. You're not meant to complete it in one word.
I mean, I think this might be bystander.
Okay. I mean, what I'd say about that one there, which Nom's talking about this right here, is traditionally the word bystander is just one word. Yeah, so...
By...
Just, I bet people around the world right now are waiting one type of word in, and we are holding them up.
I'm sorry. Country.
Country, there we go. See, it's not a big deal. All fun. All right, friends, there are one country you're still in the game. Friends, what words do you want us to put in? Let's solve this thing together.
Did we see where it is?
We can scroll through if you want, so you can click and go like,
oh
God, it's down here.
With the, okay.
Yeah, Freak, I agree with you, Freak. It's most likely by product, almost certainly.
Oh, product, thank you.
Absolutely. Product, there's 5 hits, including that one right there. What else we got? We got the word city. City has 2 hits, well done. We got the word lingual, that's great.
We're supposed to do this quickly like this.
We don't have to. I mean, if you want to, you could go through very, very slowly and figure it out
I was doing.
in as few as possible. But
sorry.
like I said, we're trying to keep it like a fun and active game for everybody. And so this one is more about like piling in all together and solving it. It's alright, I should explain that. Unlike the crossword, where the crossword, let's go nice and slowly and win. Friends, it is the case that the ad break is coming. Ad break 1, no worries. So you want the word minor. Minor. There are 3 minors. You want the word state. There are 12 states. Good God. You want the word city, already done. You want the word, most, or 24 most. That's the winner so far. The word ocean, there are 4 oceans. The word Europe, in Europe there are 0 hits. You're out of there. Years, that's fine. We have the word 8 years. Then the word mineral, all good. After a few more of these, we're going to go ahead and do us again. Mineral is 10. Time is 5. Ceramic, there are 0. Elements, coal, common.
You forgot Africa.
So I tend not to go to the same person over and over again.
I see. They
It's all right,
already
Nubs.
got a chance.
It's all right, Nubs. But Africa's won. All right. So far, the big winner is Ellisdale with 24. Now, though, Nobs and I, let's go ahead and do one more word each, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we can look at what we see here. There are various words like element. So I'm going to go ahead and do... Chemical has not been done. So I'm going to do the word chemical.
That's what I was going to do. Now I have to come up with something
Oh, that's
else.
fine. Noms, you are welcome to do chemical if you want to. Where did it state? Oh, this is the word change. Everything is changed. No changes at all.
How come you got 2?
Because you said you wanted to do chemical.
No, I was coming up with another one.
All right, we will now wait. I apologize. I'm a big cheater, the fact is.
I want hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Hydrogen. We can do that. Hydrogen. Yep. Two hits. All right, back to you lovely people again. The word noble, a la noble guests, I assume. We have one of those, congratulations. The word king, there are no kings, no gods, no masters. Got electron, 5. The word half, a la half-life, there are 24 halves. With a half dot here, I'll go ahead and knock in life also. There are 12 lives, congratulations. You want uranium. Uranium, there are 46 uraniums. Oh boy. You want niobium. We can do that. Niobium. There are none of those, unfortunately, sorry to say. Radioactive. There are 13 of those, congratulations. Periodic. 6 of those. Up in plutonium. There are 12 of those. You want neon good. Tritium. That's something involving bombs, I believe. None of that. 232. There are no 232s. Thorium. We're now guessing all of the down the chart elements. It's thorium. Congratulations, Clotrick. You got that one. Thorium is a chemical element. The symbol of an atomic number of 90. Thorium is a weakly radioactive light silver metal which tarnishes olive gray when it's exposed to air, forming thorium dioxide. It's a moderately soft and malleable and has a high melting point. Thorium is an electropositive actinide, maybe, whose chemistry is dominated by a +4 oxidation state. It is quite reactive and can ignite in air when finely divided. There you go, team. We learned a little bit about thorium. The word thorium is used in Learher's Song of the Elements. Thorium and thulium and thallium, I believe, is the line it appears in. Was Redactyl fun, Noms?
Yeah.
You'd prefer playing it, though, a little more slowly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get it done in, like, 2 words, don't you? Yeah. See, this is something that Noms and I talk about occasionally. Noms, what are you deep down inside?
What?
Incredibly competitive.
Oh.
Yeah. It's impressed me how you're able to, like, hide behind this. Like, you're a cute little Japanese lady, but deep inside is the heart of a warrior. The heart of a CEO, the heart of, I don't recall what all, but that kind of thing.
Does that mean I'm a psychopath? aren't most CEOs like psychopaths?
I mean, there's a high instance rate, I do believe, but with that said, no, Noms, you're not a psychopath. You're a totally lovely person.
I am an ENTJ.
You're an ENTJ, one of those, what are they called? One of those,
Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, Myers-Briggs types. People always enjoy asking about those. People enjoy, like, when I remember when I would, like, meet new friends or go on dates back in the day, there was a lot of discussion of what is your personality type very early on. It felt like folks wanted to categorize me more than they wanted to meet me, which felt like kind of dehumanizing, obviously. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I was meeting with there was a group that was doing icebreaker activities, or like they were doing a retreat, and so one of the things they did was they did all of their Myers-Briggs types so they can learn about each other and learn a little bit more about each other, and it could spark a conversation. So they asked me what my Myers-Briggs was.
And you knew it, and they said, oh, you're such a... See, I don't mean to be rude, But it strikes me that Myers-Briggs is like astrology for science types.
Yeah, it's not actually.
It's not validated.
No,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm trying to remember. I listened to a podcast about it. Like, the origins of the Myers-Briggs is like, yeah, it's not actually like. I think it's just good for conversation making.
Sure.
Right? It's a way where people can safely talk about the things that they prefer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I worry also, though, that it tends to, like, reify these elements.
Yeah, maybe
And
so.
understand one is unchanging, right? Yeah. I am just a Libra, so I will always be whatever it is.
There was talk about astrology at that retreat.
Yeah, that's how... Oh, wait. Like, yeah, I had a student maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half now, who dug in so hard on astrology being a science. And I said, do you mean astronomy? And she said, no. I said, do you mean star signs? And she said, yes. And she talked about how there were like real studies that showed the coincidence of it. In her life, she experienced, and that conversation kind of ended very quickly because I didn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I think right now astrology and tarot are really are really in. Like,
Yeah.
I've noticed a sharp uptick in the number of videos on YouTube that are like tarot and are like coming up as like popular.
So, okay, I was going to ask, is it the case you're being shown those because there are more of them, or has someone been doing searches involving, like, the yogic mysteries?
And now, I think tarot cards are really cool looking. Like, I think the art on them is just really fascinating.
Yeah, and I do think you're absolutely right. In cyberpunk sense also, that, like, it is a way for people to talk about themselves. It's also a way to begin to understand others, but it can be one of these distorting features as much as anything else. So,
I think it's a way to be able to. I think people do it in the workplace because it's a way to talk about, the way that I prefer to work and the way that you prefer to work are different, but they're both okay. It's not that, like, I am a bad person or anything.
Round up all of the extroverts and put them in prison. The world would be a safer and happier place.
I mean, I used to test INTJ when I took it in high school as part of my career ed class. And then I took a El Cheapo freebie online version, like, I don't know, and recently, like in the last 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And it came up ENTJ, so it's not. And then people are like, oh, that must mean you're an ambivert.
Yeah, all things to all people. I mean, I think, as we talked about before, for you, your job requires you to play the extrovert a lot more often, and it might be one of these, like, fake it till you make it kind of things. Mm-hmm. One of these, if you do a difficult thing, it becomes somewhat less difficult, and that's nice. That's nice. Cyberpunk, I agree entirely. You can definitely take any of these things. Actually, one of the traditional ways in which some Christians engage with the will of God is to take out a Bible and cast their finger randomly and point at a verse, and they'll read that verse out and say, God wants me to know whatever. But of course, the useful part is then saying, okay, how do I react to this particular sentence or paragraph, and how does it make me think about my own situation, as a way of, like, just inviting someone to reflection. And I think anything that serves as a spur for reflection is probably really, really useful. Probably a really, really good way of going. I think I have more trouble with the this is the true understanding of a situation. I think that's kind of random. It's not helpful for me. But yeah, generative thought is beautiful and good, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
That said, I mean, I think you're absolutely right that some tarot cards are so beautiful,
Yeah.
and maybe we should spend more time on stream looking at beautiful things. I've been feeling like a beauty gap in my life. Need more poetry. Need
I mean,
more
you
artwork.
said you're weak at aesthetics, right?
I'm very good at aesthetics. I understand. I mean,
As we stare at a black screen that has, like, it looks like it's from, like, an IBM PC from the 80s.
yeah, the screen right here is definitely the height of aesthetics. I like simplicity
How come
aesthetics.
there's not, like, a block that's just flashing?
Yeah, a little flashing,
The-
like,
the
put your
prompt.
input here. Yeah. No, I mean, I understand aesthetics theory halfway decently, but yeah, my knowledge of, like, actual experience of beauty and moments of, like, I'm a little weak there. Exists as I'm the beautiful thing here. I thank you. Yes, you may gaze upon me as my wisdom overflows like the Platinian one. There you go, team. I do the best I can. Friends, it's time once again for the Wheel of Storytime. Gotta keep this thing moving. Gotta make sure we have a good time together.
I thought about buying tarot decks just because, I'm like, I want to see what the art looks like.
Absolutely. Maybe we should add a poem of the day to add to the Wheel of Stories. So, Ellisville, the Poetry Foundation, does put out a poem of the day each day on their website. Back in the good old days, before the Troubles, I really enjoyed listening to Garrison Keillor's Writer's Almanac, in which he would talk his way through this day in literary history, and then always read us a little poem, and then end by saying, shoot. I remember the end of it, not the beginning. One second. One second. Do you remember also? It's like, be well, do good, and keep in touch. There we go. Be well, do good, and keep in touch.
Do good work. Maybe
do good work? It might be. It might be indeed. I'm not exactly sure.
I would here like to plug Padraig Otuma's poetry something podcast. It's very similar. It's not daily, but it's very lovely, and
he's Irish.
He has a very, very lovely Irish accent with which he reads poems, and he talks through them, and he I think Garrison Keillor would just read it. Padraig Otuma reads it, and then he kind of works his way through it and does a little bit of literary analysis, and then he reads it again, and then that's all. It's very nice.
Padraig Otuma. Tristle Kid says, I like it here, smiley face. We say we like having you here, smiley face, and Cyber Oracle very generously gives a gift sub over. Thank you for doing that. Is it a case of the Wheel of Storytime is blocking? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. And when the pop-up happens of thank you for the gift sub, it is behind the Wheel of Storytime, I think. Anyway, my apologies. Exactly, Klaus. Back before the bad times in Ray Garrison Keillor, had a lot about that. A lot of good fun.
I would also like to plug another podcast while I'm here.
This is not on the Wheel of Storytime? What do you mean?
For people who like Sleep With Me, which is the one where the man puts you to sleep by speaking in his creaky voice. I recently discovered another one. It's from The Illusionist, but every so often she has an episode called The Tranquillusionist, where she reads a list of things.
Is the list given a subtitle or a heading first? Okay.
Yeah, so she kind of describes it a little bit, and then she starts going through the list of things.
Do you have an example of what kind of things might be listed?
I think I most recently just caught one, and it was... Was it elements? It was either elements or gods or something. Obviously, I fell asleep during it, so I've forgotten. But
yeah, I think that one has to take a certain stance with respect to that information, because I would want to think about. Okay, you mentioned an iron. Oh, what are things made of iron? Thorium. What do we know about thorium? The gods. What do we know about Thor? Thorium?
Yeah, that's what it said. It said it was named after Thor.
Oh, did it? I only read the first paragraph, because otherwise we read the whole Wikipedia article. That's too much. Anyway, Thor named after Thorium. Delightful. But I think I'd have a hard time unless
it was discovered by a Swede. That's why.
That's great. That's great. Back to the Wheel of Storytime. But Noms, thank you for your ongoing cast suggestions. I also do wonder if it's possible to still get episodes of The Writer's Almanac. I can imagine myself in a world in which Garrison Keillor is not problematic. Anyway, here we go. Let's spin the Wheel of Storytime.
I finished my banana latte, unfortunately. By the way, friends, this is Mount Rainier brand. Is it from Washington?
No, it is the case of Japanese folks.
But it is Mount Rainier brand.
Sure do like the Western U.S. aesthetic. Friends, it is time for the...
I wonder if it's because it's close to Seattle, which is where Starbucks is from.
I see. Probably so. Friends, it's time for the most exciting content on Twitch other than the crosswords. That is, it is chat story time. So friends, what do you...
I'm so sorry.
Would you like to continue crumpling your trash up close to the microphone? man, Saturday morning is not a smooth place. Anyway, it's time for chat story time. Any stories you got, please put them in channel. I like your stories as much as you like my stories. Our wild turtle friend showed up again yesterday, probably the last time for the season. I hope it's the case that your turtle friend has an excellent winter, and you're going to see them again soon. I've forgotten the name you used. Very nice, though. Mount Rainier is beautiful. Absolutely. Mount Rainier is a pretty darn good place. And
It looks like this.
it looks like...
Like this.
It looks like that. Absolutely right. So what do you do this weekend? What plans do you have? What are you up to today? Any stories from the week? Things you're worried about? Things you're happy about? Anything you care to share? You're going to meet a House Committee Chair next week. Klaus, congratulations. I hope it goes well. Is this for an interview or is it instead just for a meet and greet handshake?
I think Franklin's a great name for turtle.
Absolutely. Oh, they bury themselves in the mud and sleep over the winter. I had no idea.
You like that idea.
I love the idea. Love the idea of sleeping underneath the ground in my little
For
den.
a few months.
Sounds great. Sounds absolutely great. All right, perhaps there are no chat stories today. We'll give another 5-10 seconds to get people are typing. It's always fine, though. Hey, there we go.
Ooh, working till Sunday.
And then 4 days off.
Wow.
I mean, I like the idea that one is able to work for a while and go for a while. And like not have to do like 5 and 2. Anyway, here comes the story. It's very good. Appreciate it. This morning in class, the students read their first law of Hammurabi, for which they had all the vocab, grammar, and syntax. 4 weeks in, and baby Assyriologists pounced their first real reading. Wow, it's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, it's got to be very exciting. Nams, when you were still teaching language regularly, was there a first text that students would read and feel really empowered reading it? Or like they have the ability to read it well? That's fine. That's fine. Commander King, good to see
It's
you.
usually something from the Vulgate,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because they've heard it in English, and you're like, I can read it in the
Yeah.
original now.
Yeah, so they're able to say like, this is how it sounds beautifully in English, so my reading in a different language can be beautiful too, as opposed to just like random words kind of jammed together and hope for the best. Usually they have familiarity. I'm guessing familiarity helps with interpretation.
And the familiarity, I mean, like, I think it's like when somebody loves a pop song that's in a different language, and then they learn that language, and then they listen to it, and they go, oh, now I understand what it, quote-unquote, really says, or
That's
something
cool.
like that.
I mean, it must be a great feeling to start with like this weird code you don't understand, and then it becomes something.
Yeah.
In the same way as I learn Japanese, certain things I hear from place to place, make more sense now. That's good. Go ahead, please.
Oh, yesterday, you understood the fella, and I did not. Mochikairi.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, the fellow at the restaurant said, "Would you like to take this home?"
I was like, huh?
And Nam's like, and I caught it immediately, and that made me very, very happy.
I was like, no, I am eating this. I am still eating this.
That's true. Everything had to go into the noms yesterday. Your kid's elementary school had a hot air balloon. That's amazing. Amazing. I can't remember my school ever doing that, but were the kids able to go up in it? Did they enjoy themselves? But it must be so cool to see as a kid, this whole new mode of transportation. Like cars, boring. You see them every day. Hot air balloons, that's the
I
excitement.
always think about around the world in 80 days when I see a hot air balloon.
I think it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Finish that. You're cleaning the shop and getting ready to have the HVAC replaced.
Boy.
Yeah,
That's
cleaning
a
the
lot of
shop.
work.
It's one of those places that attracts so much dirt and grime, like my keyboard, and so you do the best you can, but you recognize they'll never be totally clean, and that's okay. And no one's going to shame you about your tools being a little dirty. Maybe. Hello, Dory. Good seeing you. Blue Link, you have a fandom holiday. October 4th is an
Really?
interesting day for Persona, as a few of the events switch very different emotion tones canonically
Really?
on the 4th of... I don't know anything about this, but that's cool.
I've played a little bit of Persona,
Have you?
and I've thought about playing Persona 5, which takes place in Tokyo. I
It
think.
does, yeah.
And it's been very nicely reviewed. Like it has and then there's like a mega edition that got released that has a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, but
in
I
it.
believe that Persona takes genuinely forever to complete.
Yeah, it's giant, right?
Yeah, I believe it's the kind of game that you start playing, and then like a year has passed, and people say, "What game are you playing?" You say, "I'm not playing anymore." It's now the case that my life is nothing but an altar unto Persona. There's a Persona 5 tactics game.
Maybe you can play the tactics and I can play the original.
No, probably not. Probably not. I'm good, but maybe. All right, time for one more spin of the old spin. Oh, the kids didn't get to go up in the balloon. They got to watch them, though. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome to see parts of the world that are new to kids and that are exciting and unusual. And I want to see a hot air balloon now. Are there hot air balloons in Japan? My birthday next year.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, maybe so. Modern Persona game's way too long. Exactly right. I had a student talk to me about that at one point,
Really?
saying that he's been trying to work his way through it between school, but he feels like he's barely into it at all.
That's why they have to play the game during class. Because it's just so long.
I think you're right. All right, thank you for the chat stories. Let's do one more spin of the wheel, or so.
I think I played a Persona game that had, it was very, very grindy. There was so much like dungeon trolling time.
Yes.
And I was like, oh. I mean, it was fun for a while, but then it was like, okay, it's midnight again. Gotta go to the dungeons and fight the same monsters
Wait,
again.
do you mean midnight again in the game? Like particular things spawn at certain times? Oh, okay.
I think so, if I recall my experience.
I see.
Of it. Or it was either Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, which is like related to Persona, I think. Yeah,
I have no idea. Absolutely
This is the advice from Noms.
Yes, welcome to Advice from Nom. So
But
Noms,
I don't remember what it is.
that's okay. Noms received a piece of advice in childhood that I think a lot of us received, but she understood it literally. And so
that one.
Noms had a particular happening occur, I don't know, once a month or so throughout my time knowing her. And every single time it happens, I get really scared, frankly. And so this week we discovered something, there's a disconnect between us and perhaps between Noms and the entire darn culture. But let's see how this goes. Let's start with the event. Noms, what happens once a month or so?
I'm eating.
Yep.
We're having a little conversation, and I discover I want to say something, and so I take a intake of breath to start talking, and then something in my mouth goes backwards because I am intaking breath.
Yeah.
And then that goes into my throat, and then I cough.
Right. Noms has these absolutely terrible coughing fits. And they're ones where I will say...
I will say they're fairly recent. I have not had this.
Oh, there's
in a long
okay.
time. I think it's recent.
Is that possibly because you're sitting and talking more often?
It's possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's these coughing fits that I initially read every time as a choking fit. Because it's not just like... it is full on whole body, like, coughing and shaking and sweating, and it's horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. And so every time I pivot, ready to give her a Heimlich maneuver, I think she's choking.
No.
And you definitely don't want that.
No.
It's so bad. And so this week we discovered what the issue was. You may have heard it in the story there. Noms wants to talk and takes in a big breath of air while having something in her mouth. Now, there's a particular piece of advice that you may have gotten in childhood, that I got in childhood, and that Noms got in childhood also. Noms, what is that piece of advice?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Don't talk with your mouth full. Noms, what does that mean when you were told it? What do you think it meant?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Right. So if you've packed in all you can, and the bucket is full, then you shouldn't talk. It does not mean... Please go ahead.
I was going to say, I think I understood it as you might spew food out on
It would
other
go
people.
out this direction.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably true also. Because you're totally full and it spins or falls out a little bit, and
Nobody wants that.
nobody wants that. But Noms, when I heard or learned "don't talk with your mouth full," it meant if you got anything in there, don't talk. Largely, I believe I was taught it as nobody wants to see the food that you're eating. As being mashed up and masticated and destroyed. Nobody wants to see that. What?
I don't know. It's a funny visual.
Yeah, it's absolutely fun. Nobody wants to see that at all, so you keep your little mouth shut. But I think it's also so you don't choke. So I guess I am curious, have any of you also thought it that way? Where you said, oh, my mouth is not totally jam-packed, and so clearly I can keep shoveling in.
No, I just had a little bit of residual left, and then I was like, okay, while I finish this, I maybe it's like I feel like I have to start talking now, otherwise I'll miss my chance.
Yeah, I mean, so I think that I've heard that kind of thing from people who grew up with lots of brothers and sisters, or a family that was very, very talkative at the dining table, where if you didn't talk right now, then you would never be able to speak again. Was your household that way?
No, I think our current household is that way. Like, I gotta get my opportunity in here.
So what I'm hearing is I need to give you more space to talk.
I don't know. Maybe I can push a little buzzer or something, and it'll go ding, 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 ding to indicate that I would like to talk now, and please wait.
I mean, that's
while
fair.
I finish my food.
I mean, I think the thing that we occasionally do, and I think it works very, very well for us, as we are both teachers by profession, is we do occasionally raise our hand to let teacher know that we have something to comment. And I think it's always the case that when our little hands go up, we stop immediately and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening?
I am the only person in many meetings who uses the hand in Zoom. Like
Yeah.
the actual raise hand. But that's to hold my place in line. Like, hello, I have something to say. I know you are talking right now, but I have something to say. So I'm going to push the raise hand button.
Yes.
And then I will be up there. And then, but what often happens is, like, then that person stops talking, and the next person's like, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but my hand was raised.
Yeah.
I was in line.
People often do not notice the raised hand in Zoom. So as you know,
But it moves your box up.
I don't use Zoom enough to know anything, actually, unfortunately. But yeah, Nams, you could definitely, like, actually raise your hand on the Zoom call. Like,
Yeah.
actually straight on up.
Well, and actually, it now recognizes gestures. So if you raise your hand,
Oh, really?
it'll actually
That
recognize.
is so creepy.
I think it depends on what kind of setup people have now. Oh, well, if you have a Mac, if you're on Mac OS, Zoom has now made it so that it recognizes all sorts of weird things.
Yeah.
Like balloons, like you can get balloons to go up.
You can
or
turn into a cat.
Fireworks.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrifying. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that Twitch does not do that. If Twitch ever does the, like, look, the streamer's smiling, you better give him money, like, if that happens at all, we're moving to YouTube. The whole crew are moving to YouTube, everybody. But yeah, I think it's that we have, like, a fairly vibrant conversational attitude at the breakfast table, especially. Like, we go back and forth on ideas that are interesting and valuable, and occasionally when I get really excited about something, I have a habit of dropping into, like, quasi-lecture mode, because I want to explain things to myself in some measure. But yeah, let's try raising our hands in the moments we want to inhale and choke on the food.
But does anybody else understand the thing as, like, don't talk with your mouth full, as opposed to, like, does any, I guess.
Yeah, so the question is really, like, has anyone, I don't want to say misunderstood, but has anyone taken it literally? Or those who speak other languages or in other cultures, or who are given advice about, do you yammer on while your mouth has things inside of it? Is there different phrases, like, don't talk when you have food in your mouth? I don't know. But yeah, Noms really took it to mean only if your mouth is packed do you not speak. Yeah. If you try to talk and eat, you're not doing either very well. It's true, because you can't chew well anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would never be able to talk with your mouth full. So when you say that, do you mean with any food inside or genuinely with your mouth full? Because I think if your mouth is genuinely full, you can't move your tongue effectively. You'd be held down by, I don't know, Pop-Tart bits. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to talk with any food at all either.
You have to finish chewing entirely and swallow it?
Yeah. Now, this might be a cultural thing.
Maybe that's why you eat so fast.
It's true. It might be true that I shovel it down as fast as I can, so that,
It's your turn to talk again.
maybe so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
I
good.
think I'm going to have to observe people when we're out next.
Yeah, it is very much a manners thing in my family, and I don't know if it's regional or if it's all of the U.S. who does this. Volo, same as you, never really thought about it. Yes, we need to all go and talk to the people who raised us, if possible, and say, why did you tell me full? Why did you use this phrase?
We should go to to the vegan izakaya in Shibuya because there are people from all over the world who go there and just sit there and watch other people eat.
It's true. I mean, I think you've commented that. I don't want to get this wrong, but I think you've commented that some other people of East Asia don't have this rule. That they are often speaking freely while eating.
I think so. I think I've noticed other cultures,
Yeah.
don't have this like you must finish chewing and swallowing and then now you can talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, in Japanese culture, at least in your family, was it acceptable to talk with food in your mouth?
I really don't know because we weren't a very chatty family,
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
which is why I now cannot apparently handle talking and eating at the same time.
It's how it goes. How it goes. In Taiwan, they speak with mouthfuls. See, Daigle, I didn't want to say, is it the case that Chinese people, blah, 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 but I was pretty sure it was Chinese people who will talk with food in the mouth, and they talk through it as opposed to inhaling it. But, yeah, I remember in my childhood schools, what was it? There was some joke about eating things from the ocean. Something like, do you like seafood?
Yeah.
Well, we can see your food. And so I think that was an encouragement to not open one's mouth while
That
eating.
reminds me of my ocean book, which I haven't started.
That's how it goes, how it goes. I appreciate y'all talking to me about this one. This is a topic that I find endlessly fascinating because it probably does have, like, substantial cultural baggage along with it. And what a weird phrase. What a weird phrase. Don't talk with your mouth occupied. Maybe that's a better way of talking about it. I don't know.
When I hear occupied to mean there are people in it or there are things in it, I just think about bathrooms. And I don't want to think about bathrooms while I'm eating.
But, like, is the hotel occupied? No vacancy means fully occupied.
Yeah, maybe.
Occupied meaning to be, like, at use. I don't know. I'm occupying the computer right now. Now, there is one more topic that's on the wheel. I want to go and force the topic so I can run away briefly.
Oh, I want to run away briefly.
Would you mind my running away briefly first, and then you go for real? You can do it. I believe in you.
What? Okay.
It'd be, like, 2 minutes, I swear. Okay, so we're going to do noms on big screen. That's fine. Put the wheel away. Noms, you have a topic that you want to ask these people
yeah.
because they know things,
Yeah.
and we do not know things.
No.
And so, do you want the browser up, Noms, or do you want to just talk? What do you
But
feel?
I would just like to talk.
Just talk.
I
right.
just want to know what they think.
Community, I need your help helping Noms. Back in about 2 minutes. Appreciate you all. Thanks much.
Hello. Hello. What? Why am I being laughed at?
Is this thing on? Is this thing?
Hello. So I'm one of those people that works with a laptop and use only my laptop screen. I don't have a second monitor. I don't have any peripherals, all of that. But I have learned that it's much better to have like a separate setup where you can, because it was pointed out to me the other day that I have absolutely terrible posture, especially if I'm trying to look at something close on my screen, and then I like slump over, and so I've been starting to think about having a set of peripherals that I dock my laptop into. So I was thinking about, okay, well, the school will provide me with a monitor, and I have a separate secondary monitor here. And then I thought, I have a really nice mouse, so I've got my mouse, check. But then I started looking into keyboards, and then I learned that everybody is saying that mechanical keyboards are the thing now. But I would like to learn more about mechanical keyboards, if you please. Do you know about mechanical keyboards and whether I should get one? I have a Macintosh, which means that there is, of course, the Mac keyboards. I think they probably call them magic keyboards because everything in the Mac world is magic. Yeah, the ones that click and have like switches, and you can replace the caps on them. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there is a noise consideration. Yes. So I do have my own office, but the door is frequently open, which means that other people will probably get to hear it. People are very obsessive about mechanical keyboards. You don't think they provide much advantage for most people. It depends how I like the feeling when typing. You like it, but you like analog mechanism. Mechanical keyboards are better, but they cost more. They're more have a satisfying typing feel. I can have semi-silent switches if I don't want to make much noise. If they're semi-silent, is the feel the same? There are types of switches: linear, tactile, and clicky. Recommend going to a store and trying each type. Can I just go to like a normal Best Buy equivalent? Do you think they have all of them, or should I go to a more specialized store to try the different types? They can be a bit noisy sometimes. I really ought to visit a store that has them so I can try out different keyboards, because there can be a lot of variation in how much force it takes to activate keys. Yeah, I don't think I'm not a strong typer. Resorti is a very strong typer, so that if he's on his little laptop, he's like like it's very loud. Let's see. Within each type, there are various profiles. Are there any stores I can go to so I can try them out? They are now in all price ranges. I have noticed that there are some that are like sub 100 and some between $100 and $200, and some that are like, whoa, very expensive. You like the noise of your keyboard, but also membrane keyboards just feel bad in comparison. I've heard that like the mechanical keyboards are better, like if you're pushing two keys at once or within close succession to each other, they do a better job of registering them. You don't recommend them. They're really noisy, like a typewriter when you have a family member working at the same time. It's very irritating.
I can say I definitely don't mind. As you know, I use a mechanical keyboard. Do you mind? I mean, I think on the way down, I heard that you were commenting on my typing hardness.
Yeah. You especially, I noticed it on a laptop, that you type very loudly on a laptop.
Yeah, maybe so. Exists has a good point. And Nams is very particular about her writing accoutrement, and so I think you really would enjoy keyboard. Now, that said, my keyboard here is a mechanical keyboard. It's the Typist brand, Typist MK. So if you want to practice knobs, you can try this thing after stream. I mean, it is set up so it shouldn't get picked up on the microphone too much. I could lower the table so you can type on it without having to reach up on top of Daddy's table. Your call.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can get relatively quiet ones, and I can get membrane types that are mechanical-like. Yeah,
I think one issue is, as we're in Tokyo, it's going to be harder to find the brands that probably people here are familiar with. Now, we could order them on Amazon.co.jp.
I was going to say, Papa Jeff has everything.
But then the trouble is you can't try them beforehand.
Yeah.
Now, you could open it and return it, but...
I was thinking about going to the big camera. Somebody was telling me that with shoes. They're like, you can just buy it and try it and return it.
I mean, it's true. It is true, but I don't know. Switch profile about 80% of it. Okay, so I know it's the case that you can, on some some keyboards, you can switch out what switches you have.
You switch the switch?
You switch the switch. And I know that it's the
case... With a Nintendo Switch?
You can, absolutely. Jam it in there. I know it's the case that some students on our campus are really into making their computers and their keyboards.
I can get a cutesy Mofusand aesthetic on my keycaps.
Maybe.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, you could probably start looking for different keycaps. I have the absolutely solid black and white ones. I'm just kind of boring in that sense. But yeah,
what I've seen a lot of retro looking ones with the manila gray and the orange and the dark gray.
Yeah,
that was around in the 80s.
We are all attempting to get back to the big old IBM mechanical keyboard. This one I got was the closest to that I could find, except its spacebar is not quite as ka-chunk as otherwise.
See, and the little bit of research I did into this, I think I've determined that I would like a 65% keyboard. I don't want this part.
Oh, okay, so you don't
want... I don't want this part.
You don't want the numpad or the F line.
And I don't need this part.
The insert page up and such. Yeah.
But I need this. I need the arrow keys.
I've never had anything but a full-size keyboard.
Yeah, I never use the number pad.
I do somewhat regularly because I worked as a cashier and I'm very comfortable on it. But yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
it's also because I'm usually on a laptop, so I'm used to the laptop layout.
yeah, my further thought is on the whole, you have a smaller than average set of hands.
Yeah.
And so I do wonder if there are keyboards that are more adapted to your hand size. I don't know how these things work.
Oh yeah, because they do have smaller size ones too.
They do. We could probably find some like keyboard salon here in Tokyo that will help you to get exactly.
Eh.
Yeah, they'll help you get exactly what you need. Could be fun.
I'm sure there are some students that are. Yeah, I saw a student the other day come out of one building. She was talking on her phone, and they're very animated, and she was like, "And I hate you," and blah, blah, and I was like, "Oh boy." I couldn't tell if she was having it dictate, whether she was dictating or whether she was on the phone. But then she was like rushing out, and she had an iPad and a keyboard in her hands, and it was one of those like typewriter looking keyboards. I was like, "Oh, that's attractive."
You could have stopped her and said, "I understand you're in a moment of hatred, but
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty intense, and I think she was like late for something.
Yeah. Also, our school does have a student group who makes keyboards in various ways.
I don't know if they're still around.
At
They
one
were
point,
at one point.
the university had a keyboard club, which is to me, I do not understand what they do.
They wanted. I think they wanted some funding from me.
Going to
And I
buy
was like,
keyboard
well,
parts. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
said, well, the problem is then somebody takes it home, right? It doesn't belong to the club.
Yeah, yeah. How about we do a little Googling and see where in town they have like a variety of keyboards? I know that the Big Camera does have like laptops out. I don't know if they have keyboards out.
Yeah.
And I think often the Big Camera, which is the big Best Buy equivalent here,
Yeah.
has things out that are like standard use for offices, especially.
Does this mean I have to go to Akihabara?
It's possible. Yeah, I might need to go to Akihabara, which is the big anime and tech area.
Yeah.
The tech side's kind of dropped off. But,
Yeah, it used to be where you would go to buy all of where one would go to buy all of the pieces of one's computer.
Absolutely, absolutely, but now somewhat less so. Yeah, we'll definitely look into it. Something that come to your story of keyboards out. See, something
Captain
is
Selden was the one that was unpacking papers or something like that.
yeah, it does this pens
Stocking
and paper and all the rest, and we are very far
Are you
away.
hiring?
I think there's some
Do
part
you
of you
give
not-
employee discounts?
I think there's some part of you that would love to work in a pen store.
Except then people would make the wrong choice and they'd go,
Yeah. Also, you might find some of it kind of pententious. Pretentious. I'm trying to make a portmanteau here of pens and pretentious.
pretentious.
Yeah, it's hard to do well. It's
yeah.
hard to do well, but I think you'd find some of it that.
Yeah, because I'm do not for a fine choice. Is that what? What? Why is that funny?
Just because one chatter's talking to another chatter and we read it aloud. It's good.
Oh, I thought that was a.
No, the do not for is not a not mechanical
I thought it was
pen brand.
I thought it. No, I thought it was a
Or a keyboard brand,
I thought it was
yeah.
a keyboard model.
Nope, not a
I was like,
keyboard
okay,
model.
let me go look up that model.
Nope, it's not a chatter. That's fine though. I appreciate that. Did you get some useful information? It sounds like what we like. The end of this story is Noms need to go to the store,
Yeah.
and see some different kinds.
Yeah, because I'm not a hard typer, so I think a switch that requires a large amount of energy for activation is not great for me. I might get
Okay.
like little finger pains. The other thing I've noticed is that people who have like higher profile ones also have like a palm rest.
Yeah, those
and
gummies,
So then
yeah.
this turns into like a very large, like big production here.
I mean, you don't have to use it though. Like my keyboard has a higher profile, and I don't use any kind of
But you have
support.
bigger hands.
I do have big swords. I have my palm pads to help me out, but I don't know. Maybe on a linear soft tactile. Noms, you got more words to look up.
I've heard very good things from YouTube about that Logitech keyboard.
Yeah. Is it time for us to make a Discord channel on like let's talk about keyboards? For a while there was a channel that's now hidden about what computer upgrades do I need, and there's so many people on Discord who have like strong opinions about what kind of tech parts one should get. There's a great desire to have me have more red, green, blue. Is that right? RGB, whatever it is. Integration on my computer. I have none because I'm an old school kind of guy.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, Kung Pao, this is along those lines. I spend 10 hours a day writing email.
Yeah, yeah. Noms is doing email all the time. Sometimes on her little phone, sometimes on the laptop though. And so, yeah, yeah. I mean, have you learned things?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, chat. Thank you for helping
Yeah.
Noms learn things about a topic that I don't know too much about, and so you all were
Yeah.
were very, very useful in
Yeah.
that. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
We've now been live for an hour and 17 minutes. That's about the end of talk time usually, unless Noms, you have anything else you'd like to share?
No.
Okay, okay. We did not get to make the Funko Pop baubles this weekend. So how about next weekend? We hope that they pop up on the wheel of stories. The other day, someone said that we're in the honeymoon phase on the wheel of stories. That we all find it delightful, but eventually it'll be absolutely insufferable. At that point, we need to have like the lottery ball of stories just change around often enough that we don't get tired of it. You good?
Yeah, I have to go.
You see that Selden is hiring people. Now, do you want to go?
And there's employee discounts.
Selden lives in Canada. Do you want to move in Canada to go to work at a
Canada's not bad.
paper store?
I've
Could be
never
cool.
lived in Canada. I've only visited Toronto once.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I've never applied for a job in Canada because I think Canada has preferential hiring. for
Universities in
Canadians.
Canada have preferential hiring for Canadians. Absolutely.
So I'm like, well, I don't stand a chance.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who knows? I think that it's Canadians or people who went to Canadian universities have hiring preference. So that's how it goes. How it goes. Nums, I thank you. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll see you again next week, I suppose. For next week, I'll be avoiding you entirely so we can build up stories for the next Saturday visit. All good. All good, all good.
Okay.
All right, Nums.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
I mean,
thank
I'm still
you.
here. You're still stuck with me, of course.
Thank you for your kind assistance.
Nums, so usually on Saturdays, I go till about noon or 1 o'clock. You have quite a bit of work today.
Yeah.
Do you want noon or 1 o'clock?
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know. That's fine. We'll figure it out. For now, though, Noms, I appreciate you a lot.
Bye.
That was nice. Have a good day, they say. Goodbye, they say. Everyone likes Noms, for sure. Hello, friends. It's just us now. We've been blah, blah, blah for a while, and so we've probably moved to today's game. Today's game is Satisfactory. You're going to see the factory I've been working on. Occasionally, a little bit. I don't know. This is not a good factory. I actually feel shame in my breasts. I prepare to pull open the factory and show you what is the what. Let me go ahead and change our directory over to the Satisfactory directory. And we need a title for our Satisfactory stream. If you're here wondering where's the CK3, I will mention there's a CK3 command. But also we will back to CK3 on Monday because a major crusade just started. I thought we were done with the playthrough. And then it keeps drawing me back in. We'll see, we'll see. We're going to call today's stream Pure Incompetence. So nobody gets any big ideas of, Satisfactory. Satisfactory. I actually want to do sad is factory. That is the title of our dream. Cyber Oracle, well done. You get the title award. Sad is factory. Makes my day so much. Thank you all for the excellent help on that one. Let's push this button. Let's sad is factory. I wish that were not the perfect title, and yet it is the perfect title. You're like, saddest factory better? Okay, fine. I think I agree with you all that sad is implies the factory is perhaps crying, but no, it is the satisfactory instead. Absolutely great. All right. Let's continue the playthrough. I honestly do not recall what we were doing when last we were together. I honestly do not recall what needs to happen next. But yes, I will show you some things. Welcome to the factory once more. The section you see in front of your eyes is the nicest thing I've ever made. The rest of the factory is hot trash. But in this direction, we have finally made, don't look at that, we have finally made over here some machines that make reinforced plates and then put them into modular frames. This is the big addition from last time. Modular frames are now being automated. They're just being thrown into a box here, but in that box, we'll eventually attach it to something. Right. I don't have a to-do list up right now, but I know that at the end of last stream, we said, friends, it is time to work on coal power. As always, I try not to do new things without you here. I just want to make sure that you see the excellent upgrades of the playthrough. Speaking of upgrades, I saved some more things up at the hub to show you various story times, show you little upgrades, this and that. There may be something on the map for us to go look at. I can't remember on that one, and we'll see which milestone we're on. Yeah, basic steel production has been selected only so that I can see what we need for it. So one of these boxes, yes, this box holds things that are needed for various upgrades I picked up. So number one, we can now unlock basic steel production, I believe. Put these in, put these in, put these in, these in, these in, these in. Basic steel production, here we go. I turned on the game's volume when Nams is here. She speaks more quietly than I do. Let's go increase the volume a little bit. Here we go.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day.
Oh, I gotta
Fix
save the
it,
day.
and humanity is relying on you.
Very good. Hey, Dr. Cool Jedi, thanks for the Prime sub. Hope you're doing very well today. More, better, more good indeed. It's all more better, it's all more good. All right, vehicular transport. I think I saved everything that also. I've done nothing with it so far. This is tier 3 being completed, I believe. So we'll grab all these pieces and parts. We'll go ahead and jam them in. And this, oops. Hello, please move. Well, maybe I have to drag these. Hello? Oh, we had to wait for the pod to return. Right, okay, back to that in a little bit. Friends, bad news. While exploring on the map, checking out this and that, I found a cave over here. Before I move this camera, I was just wandering around looking for different kinds of materials to pick up, especially pieces of quartz I needed. As I approached the cave, I was attacked by a variety of small enemies. I didn't go in. They came to me. And so because of that, I've now fought both a stinger and a spitter, but I haven't researched either one. So do that. And then there are other things in here for us to research as well that I was saving to show you all. So let's go ahead and knock out the spitter and see what that kind of thing is. It spat fire upon me. It was terrible. Must push button.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Spitter dealt with. Next megafauna then is the stinger. What to say here? The remains of whatever this creepy thing was. Absolutely. So what are you? Oh, this is the Hatcher, actually. So the Hatcher we defined, I haven't found that yet. The shell-like remains of an alien thing. So maybe the stinger we have researched previously. I can't recall right now. Was it up here somewhere? Yes, we already had stinger done. We have to find the Hatcher. I'm guessing those are more deeply into the caves where I do not desire to go. Let's grab the other junk from the box here, as many of it is going to go into the machine. I don't recall what all I saved up for you, but some good stuff surely. Let's check and see what needs to go in. So next up on Megafauna is this here. We can get an inflated pocket dimension to carry 6 more things. Those of you who know the game and have gotten farther than I have, does the right-hand side inventory eventually become 100% available? Are all these lines available down the line? I don't know. All right, we'll go ahead and knock this one out. I also realize I'm not in the right place for this game. We'll see if my placement here is a problem.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
Thanks, Ada. Ada, give us more space, that's great. Down here, we need hostile organ detection. This requires things I haven't made yet. Over here, right. Many of you told me to rush the rebar gun, so I collected things to get us the rebar gun. Well, we'll actually have a way of fighting at distance, I believe.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been
Thank
noted.
you.
You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
No more breaks allowed. Okay, over here then is the medicinal inhaler. My suspicion is this gives, fully restore health, good God. I guarantee I'm going to waste this somehow, but there you go, medicinal inhaler known. All this research for you.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health
Protein
in the
inhaling?
eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging Fix-It property.
I don't know what normal inhalers are, things that kids use for asthma. I assume there's some kind of steroids. Are steroids protein? I have no idea. That's weird. New belt 2 belt here requires, I think, steel. Can't make that. This requires thing I can't make either. That is now done. Alien technology. I still have not found the SAM. Steroids are indeed proteins. Okay, I feel better about it. I don't like them being called a protein inhaler. I don't want to think about that, but that's okay. So we haven't found the SAM yet, nor have we been able to make the items to the right there. Items are right there. Over here we have power augmenter, requires things that we've not seen on the right-hand side. Over here, better overdrive, also things we don't really have. On Caterium, we need to have 50 ingots. We only have 30 some right now. We're still working on finding those. On Mycelia, we have not seen many mushrooms at all. On nutrients, the nutrient processor requires the steel tubes. The 46 we have are ones that we found at a wreck, so we can't do that right now. Power slugs need a purple. I've not seen those at all. Quartzes. In-ray quartzes, we want to unlock silica, because many of you have suggested the most important thing in the playthrough is that I get these fancy legs. So we can now unlock silica, and I'm guessing silica will need some input I don't have. Let's see.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
So we don't have any quartz mine yet. We found little bits of quartz here and there. We'll try our best. So the runners require 50 silica. What does it take to make silica? And can I handcraft it maybe? Derived from raw quartz, commonly used to create glass structures, an advanced refinement process and for alternative production of electronics. So it's 3 raw silica into 5. We need 50, so we need 30. As of right now, on quartz, I have 13, so not quite enough yet. Also on quartz, we can head towards Shatter Rebar. That requires making weapon stuff. We'll get to that before we leave here. I think that's all I can do there. On sulfur, we need to make black powder and such for all that. Anyway, those are the unlocks for now. Hopefully you enjoyed some unlocks. We have other unlocks over the main base hub thing. We'll do that one though after the first real what's it called? Ad break. After the first real ad break. Taking 3 minutes now. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a good time. I'm enjoying myself already, just as we get started. Zelion, thank you for the resubscription. Just in time for today's first ad break. You will not get the ads. You'll be free from such things. Also yesterday, I believe I set up the ability for people on YouTube to skip the ads with the membership thing. I expect we will never get a YouTube membership, but it's there if you want it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Never mention it again, the end, the end. All right, quick little break. Here we go. 3 minutes, bingo bango. All right, today, of course, is a Saturday. Today is the day we try to rush through the crossword with no reading, no talking, only solution. As always, we must say we attempt to get one across. If we get it, we go to the downs. If we don't get it, we try from the 2. Nothing more must be said. Time for the quick little stretch. Time for staring and thinking good thoughts. Friday, October 4th. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Longs. Bad typing. Bad typing. That's misspelled. Okay, we're not going to get it. Not going to get it. Really strong start. Hungers for is lust for. That's Venus, Irish, ditto, and last. All right, under 30 seconds. Under 30 seconds. All right. So we did the correct moves. We got October Birthstone's Opal immediately. Ovid, I knew. Grave Danger took me a second, but we're still on time for a all-time win. Saw the name Hill and saw 1991 and knew immediately it was talking about Anita Hill, the person who accused Clarence Thomas of very unacceptable behavior. Exactly, Daigle. The moment I screwed up was Hungers for. I got stuck and said, what is Hungers for? Longs, which is a good answer also, so I can't be too unhappy with myself. Lust, longs, both mean hunger for, and then yeah, we got to hear goal scoring attempt. I panicked and couldn't find, because I was unsure about longs, and so we had VNOS, so like, it's pretty bad, and then it all fell apart, but pretty good attempt there, under 30 seconds, we count as a win. Anything under 30 feels good. So next week, surely we'll win. Other speedrunners get to immediately reload their Mario game. Get to bring Metroid up one more time. This guy, though, gets to try once a week. Maybe we'll do better next time. We have a very old puzzle here from back in 2018. We're just starting it now. This will be our puzzle of the week, our kind of backup puzzle. We'll see how it goes. So one across is heavens. Could be egad, who knows. Direction for a sun salutation traditionally. The sun rises in the east. 2006 Amy Winehouse hit. I don't want to go to rehab. I said no. A fictional corporation that sells explosive tennis balls. I bet it's the Acme Corporation in the Roadrunner sketches. Now, GC is pretty bad. Tank top. So the top of a tank is a turret, usually. The top of a tank is a hatch, maybe. So I'm going to say that it's probably hatch. It doesn't fit, though, unfortunately. All right, we'll figure out eventually. Ask a loaded question, maybe. With that question mark, loaded question. It could be, give me all your money. It could be Rob's, possibly. It probably is not right, though. Let's go ahead and do 3 more and back to the game. An ancient mall is the Agora. Stack for a publisher's assistant colloquially. When you send your book suggestion, I want to write this book. When you send your short story into a magazine, it goes into the slush pile. And I believe it's the case. Is it Harper's or the Atlantic? I believe it's the Atlantic has chosen one story out of its slush pile in the past 20 years. I'm fairly sure that's the numbers. Can you imagine? Hundreds, thousands of people send in their unsolicited stories, and one has been chosen in a very, very long time. The vast majority of material in the top journals in the US comes from solicited instead. Hey, Stephen King, do you want to write an article? Hey, major university professor, give us 1,000 words on whatever. It's very hard to get in unsolicited from these things. Okay. Time for vehicular transport. Another good upgrade. I think one challenge I have with later upgrades in games like this is I get in the habit of doing things a certain way. And so when we unlock new, better ways of doing them, I still want to do them the old way. I need to break myself of that, but I don't know how to do so. Anyway, vehicular transport, fire!
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Hey, the sky is more open than previously. I think last time we looked up, there's only a very small amount of open space. There's mostly cloud cover. Friends, are we just now discovering weather? Or is it the case that the things we sent up there have helped with cleaning up the sky more? I don't know. Is any Riz in the slush pile? Not anymore. I used to write quite a bit, but my inability to get pieces placed led me to becoming dispirited. Even though I tell my students, hey, if you submit a paper and it doesn't get accepted, submit it somewhere else. The non-academic writing where you hear back absolutely nothing is very hard for me. In academic writing, you submit a paper, you tend to get some response. Like, hey, we're not going to read your paper, you're rejected. That's fine. I really struggle, though, when I never hear anything, which means maybe they're still reading it. Maybe tomorrow I'll get the acceptance email. It's brutal. Now, I understand that these places get thousands and thousands and thousands of submissions, and so responding to them even with a polite no thank you would take a ton of time, but still feels bad, man, to be on the other side of that. That's how it goes. Which is actually, many of you know that when I get an email from a publisher that says, hey, will you play our game? I will always respond saying, no thank you. Because I know how bad it feels to sit and wait and believe that maybe someone will get back to you. Now, I know it's the case that many of these publishers are just sending me form letters, things that are not in any measure meant for me, but I still want to be polite and write back because I know how bad it feels to have your ideas wind up in the ether, I suppose. Okay, we've learned how to make some new things, notably a gun, a rebar weapon, taking a tool and making it a weapon of destruction. Also, we have protein inhalers. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of these, simply because I'm probably going to panic and wish I had health available. So we now have 3 full healing. We have 2 segments. I have a bunch of 1-segment healers also. Cool. How do I make the iron rebar? Requires just an iron rod. No, that's the ammo. The rebar gun requires 6 reinforced plates, 16 iron rods, and 100 screws. We can get all of that quite easily. So it was a bundle of rods, and rods live in this box maybe? Is that true? That is not true. Unfortunately, I've forgotten how my base is laid out. This is concrete, correct? Good. Are you my rods? You're my rods. We need a ton of ammo. I don't know how regularly we'll be using it as a weapon of war, but I need to be very, very careful we always have some available. We also need to get screws. I have a screw box over there somewhere. As I said previously, I'm thinking we really need to remake the entire factory, so there's not quite as much running around and, oh gosh, where is this thing? And, oh boy, how have I screwed this up, etc., etc. But at the same time, I'm not sure I want to spend today's stream doing that, but we'll see. Lastly, reinforced plates. And those are being saved down this way. Have I seen how often I need weapons of war in this game so far? So occasionally we run into the boars. I've run into 5, I think 5 or so, what are they called? Insects. I know many of you have said this game becomes really, really, really insecty. And I don't doubt it, but I also don't like it. I'm not looking forward to that. Okay. Pile of plates here. Good steel. So we have everything we need now. Also, you will notice in the top right-hand corner that we are nearly finished with our smart plates for Phase 2. This is a backseaty question, but I'm totally cool with you all backseating on this. Will I need more smart plates than the 1,000 I'm making right now? Because I am having a bunch of my resources going into making smart plates very, very, very slowly. But if I don't need any more after Phase 2, I can cut that off and store other things. I will need more. They get fooled in other parts. Cool. In that case, I don't mind saving them. I should probably put them in a box, though, instead of jamming them into Big Boy here. We'll see. Do we have arachnophobia mode on or passive mode? We do not. We have both of those off. If you'd prefer arachnophobia mode, I wouldn't necessarily mind turning it on. I know it's a ha-ha, he-he kind of thing, but yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, we don't know what black powder is needed for yet. I guess I should ask, to shoot the rebar gun, do I need powder? Or may I just throw in the iron rebar and say, that's good? You don't need it, cool. It makes explosions some other ways, that's good. Arachnophobia mode also changes the sounds they meow. That's really fun. Now, one thing that kind of bums me out is we only got the Xenobasher sword thing last stream, and we haven't used it at all. I've held it, and we haven't met a single enemy. So, are we going to go directly to guns instead of trying the Basher? I mean, I guess if we find some pigs, we can use the Basher just to say we've done it, but, I don't know. Friends, we have 600 more of these to make. I don't know if it's a good amount to make, just more is good, I suppose. So we're going to go and spend a brief moment here and ask a question for us to discuss together. So what is a question that would be good for making friends? Questions to make friends. Alright, 36 question that turns strangers into friends. Here we go, team. We are going to scroll a little bit. This one right here. Okay. If you're able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? The body of a 30-year-old or the mind of a 30-year-old? And why is that? I have an answer that immediately comes to mind. I'll leave it for a moment and see what you all come up with, and we'll see. You will still use the Basher along with the rebar gun, alright, so probably don't waste all that shooting. Makes sense. We got 2 votes for mind, 1 vote for body. Mind because life is of the mind. See, exist, you and I are the same people. You want to be beautiful and dumb? I like that one also. It would rather be beautiful and dumb or ugly and a genius. Yeah, I mean, they were saying body because the mind changed in a way. Oh, do you mean between 30 and your current age? That makes sense. The body. Every 5 years after 30, your body down with the DLC, it's always bad. Right, of course it's the case that this question presupposes that the mind is not bodily in some way. But yeah, for me, I'm someone who has relied on his mind and denied his body. And so I'm going to go all in on mind. And I realize I will not be able to do things. I realize I'll get stuck in a chair and it all feels really, really, really bad. But nothing terrifies me more. Is that true? I was going to say nothing terrifies me more than losing my mind and not being able to competently engage in the world in ways I have. Losing noms might be worse, I'm not sure on that one. Cyber, I absolutely agree with you. The body-mind thing here is not fair, of course, because, yeah, if your brain starts decaying, you got mind problems. I think the game is just, the game is saying, you gotta pick one, and they're different things, but... Yeah. I get the body answer, though. Like, obviously, being able to engage in the worst, running around and so on. Would not knowing who noms be... or not knowing who Noms is be even worse than actually losing her. I don't know, right? There's always this moment of you no longer know that you do not know. And so it becomes bad for the people who have to deal with you. It becomes bad for the people who you used to know and you don't know them anymore. But you yourself are apparently free of that. though there are occasionally moments of lucidity in which you recognize you're no longer who you are. So, I don't know. This is a sad topic, ultimately. Why is it a good way to make friends? I don't know. This is one of those moments if you try to make a new friend, and you're talking about your favorite movies, what you do for work, you know that death comes for us all. I guess in this story, there's a guarantee of living to age 90, but there you go. We got a fancy gun now. Our mission now is to begin extracting water. I believe that's what we're actually working on so that we can get coal power. We also have unlocked tier 4, which requires steel for all of them. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make steel and whatever this is, encased industrial beams, in order to do tier 4. We're not there right now. So I guess we have the pieces we need. I know I need water to burn coal to boil water. You can't boil water if you don't have water. Big brain time. I was thinking something. Right. We don't yet have a coal seam of our own. We've established that the area up here is water and coal. So I'm thinking of taking / making this area into our coal power field. As many of you know, I've had this obsession for men. Isn't that the name of a clone? I think so. I've had this obsession to bring all resources back to the base and then do the work here. I think, though, I'm gonna have coal created over here as long as it's not rife with enemies. We'll see. I might want to test fire the rebar gun. You're absolutely right. Let's go ahead and do that. Equip ye the gun. Recently we developed the third hand. We do not know where the third hand comes from. It immediately loads everything. There you go, my friends. We have a weapon now. We reload. Oh, it only holds one rod at a time. Okay, that is good to know. Can I aim? There is no zoom in. What to shoot? How about this attractive rock here? Hello, attractive rock. Okay, I don't know if it's hit scan, I don't know if it's projectile, I don't know if it has an arc, but we've learned it's one shot at a time. So we'll not be doing any Duke Nukem excitement here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I know I want to bring some things with me to start pumping water, and coal is fun. It does have an arc, it does arc, very helpful, thank you. So it is projectile, not hit scan. I know the words hit scan only because of Counter-Strike, and if you missed it, what is my current off-stream game? It is Counter-Strike. I am so bad at it. I have been yelled at in Russian more times than I can say recently, because I do not know what I am supposed to be doing. I understand that we need to, plant a bomb somewhere. I understand that I need to defend certain positions. But they will say things like, go defend the hallway, and I don't know what they mean. These are words, Counter-Strike has been extant for, more than a decade, maybe even 20 years, and I have no idea about any of it. And you might say, Resorty, why are you learning this new game? You're so bad at FPSs. And the answer is, I want more loot boxes. It's been rough. This phase of Resorty's life will be done very soon, I promise. It's not going to continue long term. Alright, the things I want. Number one, an extractor thing, at least one. We need to make pipes also. I think pipes are just rolled metal. Is this true? Logistics, pipes, just rolled metal. We have quite a bit of that. We have rotors also, swell. For pipeline supports, we have to have plates and concrete. We should probably get that. Is midlife crisis play FPS? I'm still a young man. I still have good reaction speed. I could be a contender. I'm so bad. If another player and I are in like the exact same situation in which we simultaneously see each other. Neither of us have our weapons zoomed in, etc. I will lose every single time, even against very basic bots. And the reason why is I have been raised on first-person shooters where, for better aiming purposes, you just shoot the body repeatedly. In CS, the way to play the game correctly is you shoot the enemy in the head one time. And so while I'm lining up and the enemy is tum-tum, they're blasting me to death. And I need to find a way to do this differently. I'm not sure it's worth the time to figure it out, but I'm working on it. Hello to you, Mir, how's it going? Or Murr. This is how you make a friend to explain we're a steam-powered world. It's true. It's true. The boiling of water is still incredibly important in contemporary power production. We imagine it's just like, I don't know, a piece of radioactive ore that's glowing, and somehow the glow turns into power. But no, it's still heating up water. That's a crazy thing, isn't it? Mur, it's so good seeing you. Welcome back. Alright, so we're gonna pick up other things, including concrete and plates. Concrete, oh, where are we? Concrete lives over here. Why do I say lives? This always gets me. Why don't I say concrete is located over here or stored over here? What do we say? It lives over here. Good to good. Wish I had more open slots. We don't need our quartz with us. So let's pop back over to the ma'am and drop off our quartz there. It does live over there. I just don't know if it's a problem thinking of our various resources as being anthropomorphized. Oh, annoying. When you push sort, the medicinal inhalers do not sit with the other healing items. We don't need the DNA. We don't need these. We might cut things down, possibly. We probably don't need screws. We definitely don't need steel pipes. They're going to live in this box instead, where I leave things I'm going to use eventually, including my tickets. I haven't used any tickets at all. I don't want to say it's like a great bit of heroism, but it's still something important to me. Sword again. Cool. Cool. So we need plates as well. And then what else do we need to make our coal generator number 1? So coal generator, fancy plates, rotors, cables. I'm going to say directly at this point that there's no way I remember to bring everything. It's just not going to happen. We have a pile of plates over at the far base. I'm going to grab a bunch from these, though, as a big backup. It's not doing anything. Probably creating additional reinforced plates would be good. I may actually have a boxes over there. Before we leave the base, though, I should go visit Copperville and pick up cables. Also, we should probably bring wires along to connect the two bases together. Copperville's this way. Some of you have said that once you get the level 2 conveyor belts, you then begin to refactor your base, put it all together again. Maybe we'll do the same. Okay, reinforced plates. Yeah, I should put that on my to-do list so I don't forget about what we're trying to do. So again, generator, there you are. Put it on the list. How to do that again? Maybe it's not from this thing. There we go. Add to the to-do list. Good. So more plates needed, and then we're ready to go. We should probably grab rotors also. I believe I have a rotor box over here. This is the problem with playing one time a week, is I forget where things live. My building factories are keeping an open plan. I don't know. A lot of people over on the stream, on the Discord rather, have shown like these absolutely beautiful factory buildings, right? They've done the good work of taking all of their materials and putting them inside of buildings. The buildings are absolutely huge and absolutely beautiful and all the rest. I myself, though, do not know how to do any of that. It's unknown to me. This is either plates or rotors. Which are you? You are good. Good, modular frames. Okay, up there is rotors, I believe. I think I really should... What is this? Screws. I really should remake the entire factory. Have any of you maintained the open concept of factory, or do you do a better job of putting everything in its right place and having buildings that do things? Rotors. Rotor box is this one? No. This one? Yes. We have rotors. Reinforced plates are the only thing I still need. Is it possible I don't have a box for them? If I did... Modular frames. It's definitely worth trying to make the ticket shop. God. Maybe at some point we will. I must be making reinforced plates in some place other than here and other than over there. Maybe I should... Maybe I should get one of those factory towers in order to follow the production lines. Because it's entirely possible, though I have storage spots for everything else, I don't have storage spots for reinforced plates. And that's be a real annoyance if so. We can handcraft them. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. This is rotors. All right. So reinforced plates are just plates plus screws. This is the part where I really think I should refactor the entire base, just because the embarrassment of having not what I'm looking for is far too high. I know we have plate storage here. Got tons of it. Welcome, friends, to Handcrafting, the stream! I inspected a reinforced plate maker. I know I did. It's just a matter of, this is going to here, which is assembling them into modular frames. And that's cool, but we also have the same thing here, is making reinforced plates to make smart plating. At some point fairly soon, we won't need to make any more smart plating. And then I guess we'll get like a tremendous backup of smart plating, and then a tremendous backup of reinforced plates. For now, though, handcrafting. I'm at some level okay with doing handcrafting, because it allows us to ask a question of chat and hang out for a little bit and build the community as one does. But it also does delay our going to make our water and copper area. It's going to be good. All right. How many reinforced plates can I make? 200. That seems excessive, but better to do it than not do it. Friends, it's time for another question to make friends and entertain and so on. We go down, we go up, we go over, we receive. Oh, missed them all. This one here. What's your most treasured memory? What's the thing that you remember most happily? Now, most treasured is very, very, very hard, right? Because there are lots of things that are very important. What's one thing where you say, that was a good thing. That was a good day. Because gosh, there are a lot of things. Absent friends. So you say, I missed this friend, that person mattered to me, it was great spending time with them. I get that. I think one thing that really comes to mind, obviously my relationship with my wife, our wedding, like all these things, so important. Obviously the very first time that someone called me doctor, like that moment was the culmination of what, like 26 years of my life. And my dissertation director came out of the room where they were discussing whether I was worthy, and he came out and shook my hand and said, "Good to see you, doctor." And at some level, it was a foregone conclusion. I was in really good shape, but I almost cried in that moment. It was something big, obviously. Your last conversation with your dad. Yeah, these really special moments that, can't be redone. There will always be a last whatever. That sure is something. Being a child, going a child holiday. Yeah, I think for a lot of us, those moments that we had a certain kind of innocence, a certain kind of joy, things felt safe and nice and so on. Same as you, Daigle. Yeah, I think a lot of people end up with PhDs. That moment can't be replicated. And now I often don't tell people that I have a PhD. I often don't make a big deal of it. I don't make my students call me doctor or anything. But just that 1 second was crazy. You convinced your younger brother you had a twin and lived in the alternate mirror universe. Kung Pao Jeff, you're a monster. Your poor younger brother was like looking into the mirror. Is that my magic twin? I want to give him things. I don't know if I ever tricked my younger brother. I was a bit of a bully to my younger brother because I was unhappy with my life and took it out on him in ways I feel very bad about. We've talked about it. We apologize. We feel better about that, but yeah, that was rough. Sitting on a beach watching the sun go down with a loved one. Yeah, Nams and I have had some really good dates. Back when we were first dating at the university we're at had this really beautiful library. Really, really, really beautiful library. And out front of it had a fountain. And often people would sit at the fountain and have conversations. But one time, kind of late in the evening, Nams and I decided to go to the fountain and sit on it the wrong way. Put our feet into the fountain, taking off our socks and shoes. And it was just like a comfortable day. I think it was a little bit warm, so the water on our feet felt really, really good. And we're talking about this and that and growing closer. Again, early dating experience of meeting someone important and sharing stories and so on. And then after about 20 minutes, a campus police car pulled up. And in this moment, I did not have my feet in the fountain, but Nams did. And she was a tenured professor at the university. I believe at this point she may have been the chair of the Department of Foreign Languages. And this I don't know, 19 or 20-year-old campus police officer came up and scolded her. Not just a moment of hey, would you mind not doing that, but instead, you can't do that. It was really quite strong, and we enjoy that story. It's a story of a happy time that turned into a funny time very, very quickly. Because we really thought they'd come. They actually drove on the grass to get to us. Because it was not a fountain on the road, it was a fountain in the middle of a grassy quad area. And, Nams was adequately chastened. Nams in the U.S. has a weird relationship with authority because she lived most of her life in the U.S. as an immigrant, as a non-citizen. She's a citizen now, but because of that, she always has this internal voice that says, you are going to get deported. So when this campus security officer or police officer comes up, she's has this moment of, oh, I'm going to lose my tenure or whatever. So that was a nice memory for sure. My dad and I had a really intimate conversation one time where we talked through some of the bad stuff from childhood and so on, and he was really apologetic, and that healed me in some way. It felt really fantastic to be heard in a way I wasn't heard as a kiddo. So there you go. Those are some stories that make me happy when I remember them. There are probably more. Thank you for taking your time and playing along with the questions to build friendship, a way of passing time. All right, we are going straight to the northwest. That's this way. Goodbye, factory. So on the way, I should be making power poles. Those require rods. I'm glad I noticed that before we left. Can you imagine if we had none of those at all? There is a rod box over here. So that's the plate box. This is the screw box. A lot of screws go in there. This is... Why am I lost again? Those are plates. Those are oh gosh. Yeah, someone said in chat that I absolutely need to figure out my storage. It is unacceptable as a streamer for me to be running in circles. Hello, Jamor. Thanks for the Prime sub. 64 months. It's time for Jamor Jeopardy. This medieval siege weapon has a cult following meme where it states it can launch 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters. It's also a font type. I'm ready with just the meme. It is a trebuchet. How dare you suggest the ballista or the catapult is a worthy weapon? No, trebuchet all the way. I believe this is fully backed up back here. Is there a box? I think you're a box. I found it. I found it. Is the mangonel? Jimor, thank you so much for the generous resubscription. Like I said, 64 months of very, very long time, and I appreciate you being part of our community all the way through. I believe the maximum subscription amount now is like 88 or 89 months. So sometime very soon, I'll be thanking people for 90 months of subscribing, which is absolutely insane. I can't even count that high. Impure limestone there. Oh wait, the part where I said we need to be building power the whole way, I then didn't build power at all. So, may I connect you? Of course not. Let's go and fix this, remedy this, by stripping off this one, by adding in a new one here to here, and then connecting this to there. You good? Everything good? Cool. On we go! Off to the races. One over here in limestone. That's good. Excellent. You have a few months that are not consecutive. No. I mean, I'm not a streamer who says you have to maintain streaks or I don't like you. That's definitely the case. I know people get busy with life or can't afford or don't want to subscribe, and that's all legit. People do what they want to do, and I do not mind. You'll never ever hear me say subscribe or else. I'm just not a kind of streamer. And occasionally I see videos on live stream fails of people being really aggressive about subscriptions, and that vibe just really bothers me a lot. We are facing the wrong direction. We are getting closer. It's up that way. I hope it's not over some kind of mighty abyss. I don't want to deal with that kind of thing right now, but let's see. I may be placing these too closely together, but it's a fairly small investment, so I don't mind. Also hope that enemies don't attack these. I know that in Factorio, enemies will regularly attack various kinds of structures between one's various bases. Hope it doesn't happen here. I believe that you're water there. Is that true? Nope, it's this way. Hey, civilian, good seeing you. You're deep in Satisfactory when you watch a streamer play while you're playing on their screen. That is amazing. I know that when I didn't have my power figured out yet, and we regularly had fuse breaks, a lot of people were saying, that sounds like my factory is breaking, which obviously is not a good experience for anybody. Here we are. So we should see water just over here. We see water just over here. This is the largest water I have seen in the game so far. We saw previously the little splashy point just to the south here, right here, but now we are in a place of a whole bundle of water. The coal is ostensibly on the northern side. I marked it there, it must be true. So I think we want to do is build on that side, wherever the coal actually is. And is that a new biome? I think it might be. This I've not seen before, I'm fairly sure. I've been told that the floating artifacts here, yeah, they're gone now. Well, some are still there. Is I'm playing on DirectX 11 instead of DirectX 12. 12 was causing crashes previously. It's a waterfall! Oh my goodness! A waterfall, friends! A civilian! Civilian, thank you so much for the generous gift sub to the community. Amarth, enjoy the emotes and crossword. Thank you, Civilian. It's always awesome seeing you. As I've mentioned previously, Civilian and I met in in Tokyo, and that was pretty cool. I'm often really nervous to meet new people, but it was cool hanging out with civilian for sure. Okay, we're getting our power base down to the waterfall. It's gonna be good, gonna be good. And I have the opportunity to meet another viewer, streamer friend here in Tokyo in a month or so. I don't know. Everyone's coming to Tokyo right now. I mentioned previously it's probably because the yen is at garbage tier value, and so people can come here and spend like $12 American and have an all-inclusive resort experience. Hey, what's that? It's more the Caterium, which we do need. I'm looking down to make sure we're not going to fall into some terrible enemy, but a little bit of damage, 1 health down. Anyone know if we're going to be gaining pips of health as time goes by, or do you only get health back via healing yourself? Because we've yet to die in the game, and I'd like to continue. You do heal slowly? All right, very cool, thank you. Now let's pick up Cateria more. We've grabbed a whole bunch of leaves. I've been told that leaves will never actually respawn, but I'll be trashing them anyway. You matter to me because I need that for completing a certain mission. The yen's wild. You kept on here to hold off on buying something ahead to China. Yeah, Japan is doing its best. Japan tries. We have a beautiful life here as long as you don't talk about imports even a little bit. All right, from here we go on down to here. Lovely, lovely. This is gonna be a big jump. I kind of just want to jump in the water. Now the waterfall, I believe, is over there. Yeah, you can actually see it on the map. That's really cool. You can see different levels. So the waterfall is straightforward. I'm going to slide down here. That's a big jump. We're okay. Hooray for mountain sliding. Okay, I think I've seen this biome before. And we found some flower that moved. We're being attacked by what I do not know. The hog there? I don't want to shoot the hog. I want to use my basher for the first time ever. Hello, friend. Hostility. Did I strike it? Maybe. Also, normal copper. Cool, we should mark that. Hog is there. So the animals seem to be de-aggroing more. I'm not sure if they actually are. Hello, big boy. I think I could hit it a second time there, but I just missed. You're gonna miss. Come at me. Oh, oh gosh. Oh gosh. More than one. Okay, we're good. Step aside, 1 down. Good. Number 2. Have we come into a nest of these beasts? Oh boy, are you gonna wash away? The water seems not to be a motivational power in this game. But it's gonna sit there. Body here, no space. Again, goodbye with the leaves. I should have brought more space, obviously. But I didn't think to do so. At some point here, we'll have to decide we don't actually care about. And hog bodies might be part of it. Okay, oh, there it is. Where on earth did my power go? Oh boy. Okay, it's right here, thank goodness. The power comes from here. Hey, more quartz, I think. Here. I don't know why I want to build the base of the waterfall. I just think it'd be really entertaining to engage with that in some way. Okay, from here, can you get across? That's way too far, apparently. To here? Awesome. Cat. I don't know if there are enemies in the water. I know we can swim. Let's walk through the waterfall first and see what we have here. Oh, cool little pop-ups there. Iron ore we don't need. Grab the nuts. I do enjoy the exploration of this game. Like, along being a fun builder, it also really is a delightful world to be in. Now, this tree here looks like you can simultaneously pick leaves and wood. Is it just leaves? That's pretty cool. Like we're finding new things. Okay, I see a waterfall. I've played enough games. Oh my goodness, there is a cave there. Now, usually in a game like this one, I would be delighted at the discovery of a cave. However, I'm aware that in this game, caves can be quite hostile. I fell, unfortunately. Do we dare check out that cave? With no inventory, the answer is probably no. So we're going to keep in mind that there is something back there that at least has one eatable mushroom. Edible mushroom? Edible mushroom. So we'll see. If we go over the waterfall, do we get crushed and die? We don't. We don't. I've been told that the water in this game looked really, really bad until fairly recently. So I do sort of kind of wonder, are there things under there? So pleased by the big open building space. That's absolutely great. So we'll go ahead and bring our power down once more to here. All right. I was wondering what that was. Like, it's a giant pile of coal. No, it's certainly not a giant pile of anything. It's one of our big buddies. We saw some quartz somewhere, I think. Though it may have been a flower tricking me. You're iron again. Hello, my friend. Was there quartz here? Possibly that's quartz. Right, before we start getting water figured out, we're going to go ahead and find the coal. Push sort. No luck. The berries seem so delightful, and yet... Is it quartz? We gotta mark that, or just remember it's here. On the peninsula that juts into the big lake, there's quartz. Make a note. Now, though, we'll go ahead and scan for coal. Build a chest. I've never, ever, ever had that thought before, Freak. The idea of having storage in a place of... Footprints. Are they mine? Friends, I'm leaving footprints. We could spell SOS. Oh, that's a really cool inclusion. Like, anything that insists on the physicality of your character, them disappearing is unfortunate, but fine. Like, anything that reminds the player, look, you have a physical form, other than just taking damage, is so cool. That's very, very cool. Okay, I'd like to build a chest. How do I build things? At Q? There we go. Had a moment of I don't recall the build. Yes! So you put a storage box here, so you can put the things we don't exactly care about. Basic berries. We probably have too much ammo right now. Definitely being a bit of an American. Insert jokes here. We don't need that. Other things we'll take with us for now. Alright, let's get this. Now, I do wonder if the box shows up on the map. If it doesn't, we'll go ahead and make a mark here. Put this in first. Okay. I'm going to run away a little bit so my character blip does not block the possible box. It isn't obviously marked. So I want to get rid of some of these water drops. I believe the only way to do that is to just push the remove button over and over again. I don't think it's an eraser, unfortunately. So some of these are excessive now that we know that, yes, indeed, there is water there. I don't know why some of these are green and others are white. I don't recall marking them as green, but I'm unsure. You can alt-right click to put a stamp where you're looking. That's awesome. Thank you, Freak. Alt-right click. Whoops. Can you? Hold Alt. Right-click a spot. I'm alting. Maybe it's right alt only. Oh, not in the map. Okay. Thank you. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you. All right, so here be a storage location. Stamp added. There it is. So cool. All right. Now we know that coal is off this direction. I believe 200 meters away. Go into a spooky forest. Maybe we'll eventually need to clear out all the trees. For now, though, we'll live in harmony and other such words. Morcaterium. Okay, seems like this place is a really nice step up biome. Also, looks like a path into wherever that is. Horror of horrors. Hello, animal? We've killed those birds and gotten nothing for it. I do wonder if we'll eventually have a positive interaction with those birds. I tried to feed them earlier and it failed entirely. Where is the coal? A bunch that way. 63 meters, some right here. What quality coal are you? Please don't be impure. Normal! Normal seems great. Okay. Over this way. Just desert. We're being attacked by something. I'm gonna go open ground to keep an eye out. What's that moving there? Are you a spider bug thing? I think it's a spitter. It's not. It's a poor. It is a spitter. Alright, so this poor insect fellow got stuck on the wall. Now, maybe spitters aren't actually insects. They look far more like the pig creature we fought. We're gonna do a quick little bit of alien autopsy here. Like, the front part looks vaguely alien-like, like the alien in Ridley Scott's Alien. James Cameron? Ridley Scott? Whoever it was who made that. But the body part looks more like a pig. Is it a hybrid? Has someone put the two creatures together? If so, it's very upsetting. Which direction is the water from here? It is straight on south. We're being attacked again. Please leave me alone. I mean no harm. Oh, that's want your coal, please. What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? This part where I just start blasting into the forest with my my gun? Maybe. Give me a mine. Ridley Scott was Alien, James Cameron Aliens. I did it! I threw out both names and they both ended up being right. Alright. Oh, we need to remove the top piece. Another spitter. Another spitter? Okay. So, against the spitter, I should probably just use our weapon. Like our rebar cannon gun thing. I've lost it again. There it is. Oh gosh. So it shoots blue plasma maybe? Which I'm guessing does a bit of damage. Is it defeated? It's not defeated. I think it's down now. It is. We took about 1 3/4 health damage on that. That'll heal up gradually. Anyway, there's a coal spot here we can use for free. And then over here, what's this? It's a rock on top of coal. So I know that we're, in principle, able to make TNT. I'm guessing we need to blast that to get the coal. I'm so grateful that at least some coal we can use. If I went all the way over here only to discover that I didn't bring a miner. I didn't bring a miner bot. Okay, I know it's possible to create a little workstation. Do I have materials to do so? It's special building, crafting bench. I can make a crafting bench. I feel so lucky right now. If we wouldn't have been able to use the crafting bench, it would have felt pretty awful. So yeah, the workshop will help us here. I don't know why I've decided to make all of my things out on the peninsula. I think it'd be delightful to do so. Thank goodness. If not this way, I'd have had to have a long, long hike all the way back. But here you go. Awesome, awesome. Secondary base go. I should have put foundation down. It looks nice. Just didn't even think about it. Alright, need the wrong thing. Well, that'll be useful eventually also. For endless tinking tink. I need the equipment one here. Wonderful. What a mess. Alright, I need one miner for now, please. Fantastic. Alright, once more back to the coal and such. Now, I'm going to need power for the coal and such. How much power is available? It's entirely possible I don't have enough free power. I do. We have 6.2 megawatts available right now. I think that's enough to run a miner. I have no idea. One of the things I don't fully understand the game yet is what kind of power is needed for what. I don't have it memorized, I guess. It's right there. So, I've noticed there are different noises that are made as different kinds of rocks are pinged. Minerals are pinged. Does anyone know if the ping sound is distance, is quality, or I'm making things up entirely? It is possible just making things up here. Alright, we can make a miner. We can make foundation. We must make things look nicer so the chat doesn't make fun of us. Sure, that's a direction. Okay. We now go to the mode that is called Zoop, which is R. Good. Make a little platform for us here. Same thing there. Go over this way a little bit. Go behind too. Are there different sounds? Maybe there's not. Like, maybe I am really making this up. So it's possible I've invented things that are false. Okay. Maybe it's just multiple pings together. Okay. I don't have headphones on, so I'm just making stuff up, I'm sure. Alright. Can the miner go here now? Can. My friends, we've accomplished one thing today. We've made a miner on coal. Ah, what a good feeling that is. It's such a great feeling to know you've got coal. Such a happy feeling. Your base is whole. Behold. Behold coal. 1 coal, 60 per minute. Alright. Now, how much coal does the generator ideally want? If I build what I can see, right now, I'm gonna trust this is surely enough to do something. We'll see how that goes. Gosh. Alright. I know many people ignore this kind of thing, but because we're streaming it, we can't ignore it. Let's put something underneath here. Does it have to be a smaller one or to destroy this? It's fine. Alright, foundation. How do I put you underneath? Maybe I can use a smaller one underneath. Let's see. 2-meter foundation? There's a build underneath mode. Yes, vertical. Just find the spot for it. There we go. Looks a lot better now. Well supported. Okay, so if you're gonna do something, you do it right. Time for me to remember my grandfather's words. My grandfather, the crafter. My grandfather, the electrician. Put things underneath. Must have good support here. Have to have some kind of ramp to get there. Probably didn't bring enough concrete for all this, so I was not planning to do this sort of thing. But that's okay. Good. Let me destroy this. Go on top again. Up we go again. Can't jump 4 meters, of course. I think on this side I can get up there, and this never ever go down again. Okay, so we'll have to have a ramp down at some point, or else we're going to have a profound rise for really no good reason at all. So, I laid foundation didn't line up with the prior foundation. Was that true? Let's do it wrong. I'm not surprised at all if I did. I push buttons and hope for the best sometimes. I want to have a ramp now so we don't stay quite so high. Beautiful. And beautiful. Is this ramp too aggressive? Maybe just. Okay, then here. Looking good. We need to put in a power pole to connect these again. Friends, it is the case. Another hour's gone by. It is now 11 o'clock my time. Time for a quick little ad break. We'll pause the game. We can't do so. Hopefully we'll get attacked out here in the middle of a newish biome to me. 3-minute ad break. When that's done, back to our game. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. As I say, every ad break, it's very nice to spend time with you. Hopefully you're enjoying spending time with me also. 'Tis good, 'tis good. I should save? Okay. You can't see it, but I'm saving the game, just in case. I'm calling this save file safe, because surely we're safe. Okay. So what are we doing? Continuing on here, pacifies. Pacifies is to make something comfortable, make something safe, make something stop whining. Quell, possibly? That's not going to work, though. Here we go. Like Pokemon Black or Super Mario Galaxy. Those are games. They're video games. Those are... I have no idea. Rubber mouse for one. A cat toy, probably. We've never given Cat Fritz a cat toy of rubber. I wonder if he'd enjoy it, or if the smell would be weird and he'd run away from it. Who knows? All right, back to it. This is nerdy. I mean, have you met me before? If this stream is anything, it is surely nerdy. That is true. Do you see my glasses? Do you hear my words? What a bunch of baloney. I don't know. Lies. Big falsehood. I have no idea. Mary who played Bridget O'Shaughnessy in The Maltese Falcon. It's a very old film, not sure. Studied with felonious intent. Could be espied. What's it called? You case the joint, plan to attack it. Full frontal with Samantha Blank. Samantha B, is that show still online? I have no idea. A superstar born Park Jae Song. Is that Psy, that Korean fellow? I think so. Unspecified ordinal. How about nth? Okay, this is not a pipe in French. I think it's une, like that. A flap doodle. What on earth is a flap doodle? Maybe a stupid person, maybe a lie, I have no idea. Professor X's mutant finding device in X-Men. I mean, he has that hat he wears, and I think he talks to the hat, and the hat helps him to sense things. No idea what it's called, though. Whooped but good in gamer slang. I was gonna say owned. Doesn't fit, though. Whooped but good. I actually don't quite know what that construction means. What do gamers say? I'm not a true gamer, apparently. 2017 #1 hit with the lyrics, "I don't dance now, I make money moves." These lyrics are vaguely tickling my brain. There's something in there that I've heard at some point. I don't dance now, I make money moves. So I'm guessing it's a female singer. I know that, Cardi B used to be a dancer. I believe she was on record as saying she stole from her clients regularly. I have no idea, though. No idea. I've sang this song before. Yeah, I have no idea. A flimsy. Weak, possibly? Maybe not. A satiny undergarment. There are, teddies, I think? Satiny undergarment. Like a special bra, no idea. A freckled whelp blank born. Prospero's cruel description of Caliban in The Tempest. So it's freckled whelp blank dash born. Ill-born seems possible. Let's go and do 3 more to back to the game. A Sulu portrayer in Star Trek Reboot. Oh, I was ready for one thing. Star Trek Reboot. Sulu. I can remember who plays Mr. Spock. Zach Quinto, however you say that. Sulu. I don't want to start naming random Asians. That feels like it might be problematic. Michael Che comes to mind. I think that's wrong, though. Yes, blank. A principle in improv. Yes, and. You never negate the words of another actor. Instead, you try to build on them by saying, I agree with you. That's a funny way to start. Here's something we add to it. Yes, and. And then, last one for now. The Game of Thrones nickname with the. Standard thing, Game of Thrones, problems, no idea. Alright, we're gonna call that a decent start. I always say it's a decent start, even if it's not actually a decent start. And look, friends, we were not destroyed this day. On this day, we survive yet more. Alright, continuing along, we're making a little 2x2 pathway. Maybe it's a 1x1. When I say 1x1, I mean one going a long distance. 1x7, 1x8. Okay, we're gonna destroy these, at least for now. And then go like so. Like I said earlier, we only play this game once a week, and so it does feel a tiny bit silly that I get basically nothing done week by week. It is something. Does that ramp go to ground level? It does. Which means, unfortunately, we don't want to ramp. We could step down off of 4 foundation to 2 foundation instead. Although I think we might be building on the air, or sunshine, or whatever you want to call it. Whoa. Alright, let's hop down. Cool. We're only building on air right here. And so we'll plug underneath if we can. Thank you. And then we'll ramp on down, if possible. Underneath. Back underneath? No, I think I didn't click twice. Resorty clicks twice. Hello? Alright, so you put it immediately underneath and it'll go. Oh, I'm in Zoop mode, that's the issue. I wish I don't move. 1, 2. Great! And then another ramp down. Alright, that is good for now. Bring me power. And we might expand and modify that later. But I don't want to spend our entire building time doing this sort of thing. We're gonna need to have a conveyor belt from there to here, most likely. I didn't think at all about where the generator's gonna go. And that's probably an important topic in what's coming next. And so kind of idly, randomly deciding the generator will go here. Did you hear me say plural generators? That's never happening. We're gonna have just one and say, you are the machine that runs us. I've been told also that generator will endlessly consume fuel. It's not possible to stockpile it. Luckily, I believe that all of the nodes are infinite, so we don't need to worry too much about it burning through excess as long as we have everything lined up correctly. Okay, let's go ahead and read about how water works. Okay, extracts water from a body of water is built on. The water needs to be sufficiently deep. Rivers are not deep enough. Okay. Fluids need to go up. It goes 10 up. Okay. We could just throw it here. There's one and only one output. We're polluting a bay.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
We've not immediately been burned or otherwise destroyed, so probably water, good to good. It'd be a really cool thing if there were water-looking substances that were not actually water in this game. And then good old Ada would laugh tremendously as we failed in our mission. Alright, I'd like to build our first generator here. This feels like a big step. I'm not sure it actually is a huge step, but it feels pretty good anyway. So water goes in next to the coal. Other direction. Hello.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics.
So rude.
Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
The writing in this game. In case you forgot, gotta put coal in the coal-fired generators. So I know that this rise is 4 meters. I guess we could say that the rise is maybe 8 meters from here to here. Not sure if true. So it's possible we end up with needing to build one of those pump things. Okay. Have a ramp here also. Oops. Hello, please turn. Oh, player's in the way. Player's in the way. Always claim that I'm in the way. Maybe you're in the way, ramp. Just the one. And then down's fine. Come on. Over there we put our foundation block. Perfect. Okay. So, it is time to learn how to make copper pipes. And supports and so on. So for right now... Oh, wow! So you can make them really spaghetti-like if you want to. For the moment, though, we'll just throw it to here. Now, how much...
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note, water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
Okay. The water pump is green. We begin to see the turbine or water wheel or gosh, whatever that is turning. So can we see water in here? Configure. Wow. All right, there really are interesting ways to interact with the water. So it's currently charging up to above 60. It is kind of swinging back and forth. Is it capped? I'm very glad it's capped, not going to spill out. But being able to make water features would be probably pretty darn fun. All right, so let's see here. Ultimately, eventually we're going to have multiple generators here, I'm sure. So for the short term, let's have you... guess just snake along this way. Straight out. And I know it's possible to put a splitter in. For right now, though, let's just make the one... you know, like, more immediately go up. I guess that looks nice. Cool. Is water getting to you? It is, so it's not going up too far. Also, hostility of some sort. It's over there. Okay. Time for the gun. Boop. Did I hit? I don't know. We definitely missed that time. Please don't attack my things. So I know that the boar fellows are shielded at the front. His buddy appears to be stuck. Do we knock off its legs? Oh, I feel bad about that. It didn't even get a fair shake, but more splitter remains cool. Okay, what side does the water need to go in on this thing? Unfortunately, we're exactly backwards. So let's go ahead and make a water splitter, I guess, to go back and around. Copy you to here. Can I slide underneath there? It's run and C. Cool. I was pushed V accidentally. That's fine. Okay, now build the inside. The inside, you're absolutely right about that. Okay, bring you along from here to the backside. This is our hidden secret, and so we don't need to have foundation back here. Just don't tell anybody. It looks fine to me. Is there a maximum distance that water can pump? Or if you have pumping water, will it pump as far as it possibly can go? Yep, it's showing up. It's showing up here. Now, flushing... I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to flush. Where does the water go when flushed? Uh-oh. Something is being unhappy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I mispushed that. A distance up is the only limit. All right, good to know, thank you. Good to know, thank you. Okay, copy you, plug in, friends, we have water to the generator. We actually have a water generator. We appear to... The water is filling. Awesome. We're so close. Just coal. Just need to get coal in. Let's go ahead and make another ramp up here. A second line. At any point, a pipeline will have head lift equal the highest head lift in system. I'll remember that, thank you. The only head lift so far we've needed is off of the generator itself, but seems pretty good. All right, that's far enough. And then copy the ramp. Hello? Thank you. Nope. Then foundation all the way. We're in zoop mode still. Man, I do this every time. I step into the blueprint, imagining it will support me. Very active imagination I have. Alright, just don't step forward. Hey, there we go. Wait for it to build. That's good. Oh, we're now building through trees. Let's go ahead and deal with that. The march of industry shall not be abated. Good. Kind of ugly, but I think it'll work okay. Okay, so eventually there'll be more coal from there once I get TNT, I believe. For now, though, we have just this one, and it's going to be great. I didn't look to see how much coal is being consumed and whether I need the Mark II conveyor belts. I have 200 plates here, so I'm going to use the Mark II conveyor belts and see what comes of it. It needs to be in straight mode to delight everyone in channel. Look, friends, I'm using straight mode. I did it. I did it. Okay. Get this from here down this way. Oh, we can use one of those level switcher. That's the official term. You may not know that, but it's called a level switcher. Right here. What's it called again? Conveyor lift Mark II. Right, from here, I want you to face this way. And then I want to modify direction. There we go. We go from here to here. From here, make a turn. And then like Peter Pan says, we're going all the way to morning. I had the resources for it, thank goodness. That's not straight. Oh no. Oh no. I'll try again. Small bits are okay. The coal is coming. Coal is coming. Let's go that far. Come on, coal. Continue, just nice straight line. We have a slight problem of the water line maybe being in the way. We can possibly go up over that. Or we can just go around it for... yeah, we're going to round it for right now. That's fine. Alright, does not like that particular setup. I'm sure it looked fine anyway. Really beautiful. Probably no need for a ramp there. My friends, I give you a coal-powered generator. Smog to the sky. And yet. How much do you want per second? Can I say here? So it consumes 45 cubic meters of water. We're supplying over that. The coal, I'm not sure. There it goes. There it goes. Only 15 per minute. So one mine can support 4. Oh boy. Oh boy. There it goes. It just burns and burns and burns. Feel the power of the fully operational power station. It's a strange feeling. Because I know this is a big, big deal. I know this is a big, big deal. It's 75 megawatts permanently, and that's great. But I think my only feeling is I should make 3 more of these, given the coal production and consumption. So, this is in the way. I can splitter here. Let's do, oh boy. Little fall there. Little fall, good. Alright. So, we'll put a splitter right here, if possible. Good. Working? Still working awesome. Maybe working awesome. Let's do a little bit more, move forward. How much water am I pumping? Heck of a question. We'll see in a moment. I need 50 or 45 per. So I believe the water pump can support 2 of these. Okay. Move where this is. So briefly, the water is not flowing. Just briefly. Okay, let's go not this way, but instead around the back. Up you. Here. Okay, that looks good. Destroy. Destroy. Good. I'll put a splitter back here instead. You belong. Not in Zoop mode. Why would anyone not be in Zoop mode? What pure foolishness that is. Splitter here instead. Build across from here to there. Then from here to there. Okay. Another one of you then can go right here. Power. Now, what are we going to use this power for? I think that's my real question is, I'm creating so much power that I've had previously, and what do I do with it? I must do something with it, but what? But what? Probably just go back to the base. I mean, I guess I know... What is it? Coming? We need to reattach these probably. Something's wrong here. Are you? I believe you're an input and an output. So we're gonna just let's move now. It's not moving this way though. So I think that the splitter is not well made. Let me go and destroy this part, and that should work a little better. All right, better splitter. I need to make steel. Steel making is probably the next thing we need to look into. I'm gonna stop harvesting wooden leaves for biomass. Yes, the YouTube commenter said the other day, won't it be nice to not have to go and mow the lawn occasionally? And that is absolutely true. We're no longer mowing the lawn. Are you lined up? Looks good. Here to here. I will kind of miss mowing the lawn. It's a little like a relaxing thing to do, I suppose. Are you working now? There it comes. We'll need to get you attached in also. Let's go ahead and destroy this line. Make a pole between instead. Connect from here to here. From here, oops, from here to here. And then from here to back home. Fuse has blown. My friends, I'm so sorry. That's my noise, not yours. Throw it. All good. Huh, I wonder why a fuse blew there. Oh, the water pump is consuming more power. Possibly. Now we depend on coal forever. I don't doubt it. So 420 to 380. Like I said, we could run 2 more generators on the coal we're currently pulling in. Show me what the water consumption is. It is 45 cubic meters. show me the water production. We're currently at 90 overall consumption. You have, hello, 120 per minute. So if we put in another generator, we will have insufficient water production. Now we could speed up the belt with a power crystal from back home. I didn't bring any. Or we can add another one of these and support just 2 on each. And to make a pile of generator over there instead. Hey, it's Puppy Dog. Okay, I want to know how else I can interact with these other than by just petting them. I want to know if I can feed you. So, here, buddy, I have a paleberry this time. Is there a way to throw them into the world? Don't mind me. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I got food. Here, let me go and throw this into the world and see if he'll eat it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't mind me. Oh, he came close, and I scared him, I think, by moving. It's okay. It's okay. Let me look away. They do eat it! They do eat the food! Hi, buddy! Hi, buddy! See if the lizard doggo found anything. Doggo with long name. We can name it? Friends, what do we name our doggo? He's my friend. I made a friend. Hello, friend. On this sad and empty world, we made a friend. Should we just call him Friend? That's a nice name. Call him Gary Lizordy Little Loot Box. I'm gonna call him Friend. That seems nice. May I give you things? So, I need to make sure you don't die. Do you need more food? Cillian, see you again later. Thank you for the gift sub earlier. Oh, buddy. I'm responsible. I know. Can I order you to go do things? I don't know. Like, if I run away, does he follow me? He seems not to. Oh, who's happy? So I suspect he can't chase me everywhere. No. So maybe I need to come back occasionally and see if Friend found anything. We'll see. All right. Buddy, I got work to do. You can follow me, but please do not get in the way. I don't want to accidentally industrialize you. Oh, that's delightful. That's delightful. I worried I had to find him meat, so I could have given him bits of insect, I suppose. I shouldn't say him. I don't know the gender of this thing. It's just our beast friend. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck, beast friend. Let me ask you all right now. Is it possible to kill the doggo? Are you stuck? Okay. I've committed a sin. I apologize. Can it die? It can die. Oh, man. Guns Explosive Basher. Okay. Will other characters, a la insects, kill them? Or is it only I can screw up and do so? Like, I don't want to screw up. But will the insects kill him also? If Big Boy gets angry enough, only by me hitting it. So if the dog dies, it is entirely animal abuse on the part of your fair streamer. And if that happens, I guarantee we'll receive so many unfollows, so many like reports to Twitch. This streamer is broadcasting animal abuse. You really want that on my website? Really? I see. Hostile fauna can hurt the doggo. Okay, so if it dies, I'll be blaming someone else. Just so you know, if you're ready for it, we'll definitely be blaming anything else other than me. A mid dog can disappear on the ground. Okay. Don't fall through the floor, buddy. Don't fall through the floor. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go this way now. Build. As far as we need. Good. Build. I only brought so much concrete. Plate are in the way. No, I'm not. How dare you say that? Okay. Here also, little fall, all fine. Build back across. Doggo's not in the hole, thank goodness. Back up again. On the backside. That's right, it wasn't me. Got that Shaggy song going. The song's about all kinds of betrayal, I suppose. But no, I'm surely not responsible for any death of dogs. Also, I do wonder how many days we've survived now. The next time we're back home, let's definitely check that. Also, I know that I don't need to walk to Zoop, but I keep forgetting. So, if we ever get a pedometer, our numbers will be far higher than they ought to be. Just from excessive aiming problems, my physical sense of aiming. Also, in this game, more than any other I play, I notice I really, like, move forward into pure nerd stance. I don't know if it's because like it's fiddly in some way. In other games I play are more strategic, where you kind of lean back and see the whole world. Unsure. Okay. So, we're going to put in 2 more. Hello, little friend. Got anything in you? Nothing in you. 1 more spot to fill in, and then 2 more generators and more water. So, did I bring enough for another water producer? I think I did. Let's see. Water your production. I did indeed. Have you point towards us. Swell. So we want your water to be between the 2 generators. Oh, he's sitting! He's sitting! He, she, it, they. Friend is sitting. Who learned good things? I'm sorry. I'm endlessly enamored of this animal. It has 4 eyes and a really dopey tongue. I suspect a lot of players have exactly this reaction, where independently of the horror of it all and the let's make machines of it all, the lizard dog is absolutely fantastic. All about the lizard dog. Alright, so more coal, more good. That's not where it should go. You have a lizard dog plushie? Wait, there really is a lizard dog plushie? I tend not to be someone who buys that kind of thing, but I definitely do see why one would do so. It really is quite cute. Line up, please. Please on it bright. Good. And a pipe in between again. Also this. Okay. So we don't necessarily need a splitter, because we can come from this side. It's going to look so ugly. We'll keep it nice and quiet. On Coffee Stain website, maybe in a limited edition, what is Coffee Stain? Is that the name of the publisher of this game? Or the dev? I definitely missed that name entirely. Coffee Stain. I mean, the number of coffee spills I've had in my office, I feel like I might be a natural match for a company called Coffee Stain. It is publisher and dev? Alright, cool. I do wonder how much people struggle with coming up with good dev names these days. Because obviously, all of the easy ones have been taken. Oh, we're out of concrete now. That's what you get. That's all. No more concrete allowed. Okay. And the obvious names like, we make good games, have taken a long time ago. Okay. Wait, is this gonna work? So the machine makes 60. We want to feed 15 into each. But it splits in 3 ways. Now, because it's backing up there, I think we're fine. But the other ones are fed with 1/3. The 2 others be fed with 1/3. We may end up running out of coal on this side. We'll see how it goes. What are other games they did? No, I don't know any other games that these people made. I'm always delighted and surprised. Rod of plates. Okay. So we could step off of the level 2 conveyor belts. Or we can try to handcraft everything. There is iron here. Oh boy. They made Goat Simulator? That's delightful. We did play Goat Simulator. It's not an everyday game, but it was funny for a while. The Mark 1 will still work? Okay. With the tiny bit of iron ore I got, can I make any reinforced plates? Wrong machine. Wrong area. Let's try here. Let's get handcrafting. So we need only ingots, that's good. Yeah, Mark 1 will work fine for now, I suppose. Making the Mark 2 has probably been a tremendous waste of material. Yeah, I don't quite know how to think about moving from one to the other, but it's an eventual. Incidentally, if you did not see the title of today's stream, it is Satisfactory, which is absolutely delightful because, you know, Satisfactory is a perfect description of what's going on here. I have so many rods, we definitely don't need them all. So, at whatever point... Oh, we have a ton of plates also. We could make a tremendous number. We could downgrade the belts. I think we're actually good to make a ton of additional reinforced plates because of everything we brought. I've only made one new generator. I should go and make a second one so I don't forget. And we don't need iron anything to get from here to there. It's just copper, I believe. Oh, I did make them both, actually. My apologies. So can we get across now? Oops. What do you say? Not quite. We need 3 more. Okay, right to it. Handcrafting screws? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's either that or taking a very long distance stroll back over to the base. I just don't want to go home until this part's finished. I'm guessing I could exactly figure out how many plates we need. We have 27 or so now. I'm gonna go for 50, I guess. That's a lot though. I know many of you said we shouldn't try to use the jump plates that get us from place to place more easily. Though I do wonder how useful it'd be in getting home again. I suspect we're just going to miss the jump a lot if we try to go that way. But for now, it's good seeing the tink happening. Also, I should mention, we're about 11:40 now. On Saturdays, we tend to end stream a little early, so we'll probably be playing for, I don't know, another 40 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes or so. Having a good time. They get fancy legs yet? Pepper, I do not. I did unlock silica, but I don't have any steady source of quartz coming in yet to make the silica to get the fancy legs. I want to very, very much, but we're not quite there yet. Getting close, though. Getting close. Alright, only so much more tinking. We'll quickly check out another question to make friendship. Let's see here. Going down, going up. This one right here. What do you value most in a friendship? That's a fun question. What do you value most in a friendship? Now, as you all know, I refer to all of you as friends. I say hello friend to start the stream and so on. So what do I value in friendship? Consistent viewership. But no, I think I agree with Secretera. Like, trust is really, really important. Independently of anything else, like people showing up regularly or helping me move, yeah, honesty and trust are really important. Honesty, reliability. You like not seeing each other for a long time. That's really important to you. Part of friendship is leave me alone. I get that. But yes, consistent Twitch Prime subscriptions. That's what I need in friendship. We love it. We love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, very early on, I had a very awkward moment with a viewer who said, Resorty, you've called me a friend in stream, so I want to hang out. We should play video games together. You said we're friends. I was like, man, that doesn't feel good. I'm definitely screwed up in some way here. Like, not that I don't think of you all as being friends in some measure, but obviously there's only so much I can do with folks. Your friendship wants different in-depth viewpoints to discuss in a calm manner, so it's important to you that your friends don't agree with you on things. For me, I don't mind if my friends agree with me, but I hope that we can imagine other people's viewpoints. I mean, what William James says, the least auspicious of friends is the man who has no philosophy. And I think by that he means like the willingness to engage in interesting conversations and to question things instead of simply accepting the world as it is and talking about, I don't know, celebrities or something. But yeah, back when that viewer was fairly well sure that my calling people friend on stream meant that we were going to be best friends, I really considered changing the whole shtick on stream. And I think for a stream or two, I talked about this and said, hello viewers, it's good to see you here. That means nothing. So I became kind of alienating of the viewers, just so I wasn't sure what else to do. Whichever way, we're now back to the friend talk, and you know, we mean this is a friendly place primarily. We're saying hello to the idea of friendship as opposed to individual friends, probably. Hello, it's stupid. Why is that a hard concept nowadays? Which part? The ability to think together? The ability to take on different perspectives without speaking unkindly? I think it's all a little rare in some places. Michael Moore's Bowling for Columbine, which is not a great film perspective of truth entirely, has this one section where he talks about cultural anger. And in some measure, American society seems primed for angry responses to things. And he points to a lot of reasons why this might be. But yeah, I think so much of our public discourse today, political and otherwise, is carried out in the language of, if we do not agree entirely, we need to fight. Not we need to dispute, not we need to think, we need to fight. I think it's very, very hard for me, of course. So, I don't know. A Twitch chat is not the kind of friend you hang out with outside of Twitch. I don't know. I'm guessing that I would like a lot of you. I'm guessing that I'd like a lot of you quite a bit. And, I don't know. I mean, obviously you like hanging out with me, and that's pretty cool too. But, you know, many of you are clever and engaging. And, you know, I know it's the case that we're all not exactly who we are here. And some of these things would not work well at all in person. But, I don't know. I think it's important for me to believe that I would like you if we met in person, or I would like you if we talked one-on-one. Because I think if I were to say of my viewers to myself that these are repugnant people, you know, this is not the kind of community I want, then why would I have it? Right? I know there's some streamers who really dislike their communities because of the kind of trolling or mean-spirited jokes and so on, and I can't imagine being that kind of streamer who begins with, "Hello, my enemies. Welcome to another day of you insulting me constantly." These kind of streams just don't make sense to me. 30 more, and then surely will not be any more again. I don't know. Why can't we coexist with opposite views? Yeah, I mean, I often mention there's recent sociological research on the ways in which Americans do not want friends who don't agree with them on certain issues. Now, I think there are some issues that suggest a difficulty of friendship, but even minor disagreements, unfortunately, get played up into really strong us versus them. I had a professor back in grad school who... a lot of my work is on theory of community. A lot of my work on my writing is about how we coexist, how we get on together, what it means to be an us. I had a professor really go after me at one point for arguing about the necessity of thinking of communities as us's. And he suggested in my dissertation defense that the line between us and them is where evil comes from. Hey, buddy found us some food. Thanks, buddy. And so my dissertation, or my professor was insisting that we can never think of us as us, because that leads to always a them. I'm like, well, you know, what about if there isn't us with no them, or whatever? And it was, it was a hard moment, but there's a lot more to say about that, but it's too complex for stream, unfortunately. More splitting is needed. Split here, please. You're going in there, out there. Looks good. Same thing here. Line up correctly, please. Riding conveyor belt building, not so good. Are you lined up? Facing the wrong way, facing the wrong way. Want that lineup line. Not seeing it. What if us of all living beings? I mean, definitely thinkers like Kant suggest that anybody that we can reason with is probably to be thought of as one of us. And I find that absolutely delightful to consider. You know, if the aliens show up and they're also sensible intuitors, then they are us. And that's kind of cool. It's the idea that anybody that you can share reasons with and consider and think through things is possibly coexistent. It's cool. A nice discussion on dissertation topic with evolutionary biology on the us. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a lot about like how communities come together and the way in which we develop a sense of what it is to care more broadly. Also the ways in which, often we think of like the survival of the fittest as the individual who is fit and fighting as everyone else, but no, I mean, it's obviously like communities. Oh, this is facing the wrong direction. It's obviously the case that, individual animals don't survive without having, mothers that care for them or a community group that's contributing variously. And so, yeah, I think EvoBio is so cool, and I wish I knew more about it, but how it goes. And the thinker who comes in there is, what's his name? There's a Russian biologist who talks about the survival of the fittest community, or the survival of the fittest group, as opposed to the survival of the fittest individual. And I forgot his name right now, but it's super interesting stuff. Anyway, hello Grobzilla, you got 2 words, go Wrexham. Absolutely, Wrexham match tonight. They've had some losses recently, they've had some lack of success recently, but I'm very excited for tonight's Wrexham match because surely they will not be terrible this time. Did I read philosophy in Russian? Man, if only. Yeah, I mean, it is the case. Oh, concrete, no. It is the case that there are so many great ideas of philosophy and other ideas, other fields that I wish I could read in the original, but no, I don't read. I don't read any Russian at all. Gosh, I wish I did, but just not gonna happen. Friends, welcome to Manual Mining. This will get completed without us going home. I swear, I promise we'll see. Recycle foundations? No, once they're built, they live there forever. It looks beautiful. I made it. May have to ascend for this one, may have to fight for our right to get this one, but is this how you all do your building also, or do you go back home? Or do you actually plan what you need to bring with you to do these wonderful accomplishments? Alright. I barely read philosophy in German, you're absolutely right. German allegedly I can read some philosophy in, but it's largely deception. Something is right here. Wrong tool. Something is right here. Hello, big boy. You think you run fast? I can run faster, possibly. Alright, so limestone is right here at 34 meters. Okay, I don't have a miner with me, so I don't recall the relationship between limestone and concrete. Are we gonna stand here and get hundreds of limestone? This is exactly what I did in Factorial also. Like, I knew full well I should just set up additional production. I know full well I can go to the equipment machine and get another miner and set up a mining station instead of just clicking forever. But here we are, having a little dig. What's that Russian thinker's name? I'm not gonna get it. Oh, Kropotkin! His name is Kropotkin! If you've not read Kropotkin's work, I do recommend it. At least read the Wikipedia page on it. Peter Kropotkin, biologist who wanted to challenge not Darwin's interpretation, but the fellow who's called Darwin's bulldog, He's an English thinker. He is Huxley. Yeah, Huxley, who popularized Darwin's work with phrases like survival of the fittest, which Darwin himself never used. Kropotkin thought that Huxley was overly focused on surviving individuals. There you go. There you go. Things I only half remember from grad school, but yeah. How do you spell a Russian name? Kropotkin. Kropotkin. No, I put an extra I in there. There's no I between the T and the K, but it's something like that. Peter with the Russian spelling. Oh, gosh, is this a Sheffield United shirt? No. The United refers to United Airlines as opposed to the team being United. I follow Wrexham. Oh, he thought Spencer's fine with this. Blankster, you're right. You're absolutely right. Huxley and Spencer, I confused in that moment, but yeah, Spencer says survival of the fittest, not Darwin. And, you know, the nature, red and tooth and so on. Peter Kropotkin. Daigle, thank you for finding it. Yeah, super interesting stuff. He's working on evolution from a theoretical perspective as opposed to a empirical one, but he does have the empirical knowledge behind him. He's an anarchist also, of course. That's how I got to him, for sure. Okay, we need to get water up there now. So I think, oh shoot, I have limestone, not concrete. Welcome to more building. Wrong place. More building. I'm gonna knock out these ingots because they're bothering me here. You're part of the book Mutual Aid? Absolutely. Mutual Aid lays out the idea of how people can choose to be in communities and help one another instead of being forced into them by powers from above. Yep. Where is concrete? Can one not make concrete by hand? Oh, no. Oh, okay. This is fine. It's in the minimized category. Thank you so much. Minimized category. Compounds. Thank you. I had a brief moment of the game is forcing me to industrialize. I believe you can handcraft anything that is not like the special parts that go up to space. Special parts that go up via the space elevator. So, I'm guessing there is some minimum handcrafting that one can do in the game. I'm not sure if there's an achievement for it, but I know it's the case that Factorio had that achievement. So, cool enough. 51 concrete. That must be enough to finish this. Must be. Hello, big boy. Hello, friend. What'd you get? What's this? Rifle ammo? Standard issue rifle ammunition. Useful for establishing dominance. So friend is finding things that I don't know how to make. That's insane. I mean, it's a war crime. Making the dog engage in arms trafficking, possibly? Possibly. Okay, so... I think one uses... Oh gosh. One uses pumps to get water up. I think that we're okay on our, headspace, wherever it is. So can you get up here safely? You can. Now, I need to get you over top of this. I'm guessing you clip through. Is that true? Hello? Hello? I made a weird little bit there. I'm on supports. I see. I want to copy this instead. There we go. Once again, okay. Click here. Oh, it goes up and over on its own, or it kind of did. Don't tell anybody. Our little secret of how this thing works. You can raise by moving up for second clicking. Oh, that'd be nicer. Let's go make it correctly. Let's have everyone very impressed by the things we make as opposed to having to hide large portions of the base from other people. So to move up more. Build pipeline. Up we go. So move before second clicking. Hey! I hope that's not too high. Oh, that looks terrible. No, it's beautiful. I did it. Delightful, delightful. All right, we come behind again. And you have a splitter right here. Junction. Click. Are you full of water? Uh-oh. I think this raise might be slightly too high. Do you have water before then? Oh, it's not turned on. That would make a lot more sense. All right, so from here to here. Need to find some new plug-in. I think that one might be full already. Yeah, it's 4. Okay, so we want to have a separate power pole in the middle here. Is there a place to plug in? No. So remove this one. Plug in from here to there. From here to there. We should be getting water online now. The green, it's green. Green line's so nice. Okay, so water may be pumping up now. Let's go see. Hello? Okay, so the water is getting to here. But, let's see. I think it's not getting to here. Okay, can't quite see it from there. You see it? You find anything, buddy? Find anything? Oh, you're jumping. Hey! 12 encased industrial beams. Okay. So the dog really is finding things I do not know about. Hey, the water's here. We just had to wait for it. We're good. Which is absolutely crazy to me. So someone joked a moment ago that it might be possible to do a no crafting playthrough by just using the dog. So you find one paleberry, make the dog your friend, and then just get the things that it has for the entire playthrough. I kind of love that idea. Maybe we should try that. No, the amount of time it would take is absolutely idiotic. But is it the case the dog can make literally everything? Or are there some items that are not doggable? I'm guessing the, that's terrible. I'm guessing the ship parts are not doggable. Is it attached? Hello? Close enough. It does have a limited loot tape, but enough to never handcraft. That's craziness. Oh, never handcraft, but you still have to machine craft some things. Got it. I don't know if it's actually attached. We'll see in a moment. Too close. Okay, let's just do it this way instead. We'll make a junction lined up. Not lining up quite right. I mean, that's too far away. But that is lined up. And then connect those two. Copy and paste. Good. And then come this way. We're so close. Except. Okay. Another splitter goes here. No. Previously we brought it around the back end. This worked fine. Copy you here to here. Okay, another generator online. Awesome. Spew, you beauty, spew! Okay. Last line is here. Got water? Got water, awesome. Okay, last bit. Here, we don't need to have a splitter this time. Uh-oh. Alright, someone may not have planned for this quite right. I could probably put a pipeline above that. Raising it more is probably a profound mistake. We'll see, though. Friends, it's been another hour somehow. Somehow another hour's passed. And so it might be time for us to have a little bit of a crossword break. Little crossword break. Won't that be a good time? I think it will. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. We'll see if that gets turned on when we get back in 3 minutes' time. Appreciate hanging out. Hope things are good for you. We do appreciate the follows. We appreciate the subscriptions. We appreciate the viewing, the hanging out, whatever you do. Thank you for being part of our community. A community that is, commented a moment ago, very nerdy. Occasionally people come in and say mean things. I'm not sure if that was intended to be a mean thing, but golly gosh, I love it. I love that description so much. Hey, Grubzilla, good seeing you. The combination of satisfactory and anxiety you're suffering is not a good one, so you're going to step away after the crosswords. No problem, Grubzilla. You be here when you can be here. If you can't, that's cool too. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay. DOJ Division, Department of Justice. I mean, often they're different sections led by the ADA. Oh, I think the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is part of the Department of Justice, maybe. Race as an engine. So an engine racing is working at like full power. Race as an engine, like rev up all the way. Not sure if that's right. We'll see. Rev up. Roberts, who played Donna's mom on That 70s Show, I don't recall. A bygone website known for articles like Women Ignoring Men in Art History. What is the website that was made by the child of super pastor or super megachurch pastor John Ortberg? Their name is Daniel Ortberg. At that point, dead name, they called themselves Mallory Ortberg. The hairpin? I can't remember. It might be that. I don't recall now. Drawings from devotees say. So, devotees, idols? A drawing could be a lottery, of course. Drawings from devotees. Graven images, no idea. Pitching staff. I want that to refer to baseball. It's probably ad men or ad reps pitching ideas, possibly. Emulate Marnie Kotak, say, in her 2011 performance art piece. I do not know this performance artist. I have no idea. Good old Monday puzzles from long ago. We'll figure it out. Some modern rewards. I mean, you can get points often in places. Modern rewards. You have the ability to watch the crossword puzzle. That's a reward. No idea. A blank boot Bator Mongolia. It's Ulaanbaatar, I believe. Without a partner. Unpaired, single, without a partner. Sitting idly, waiting to dance. Clean. Tidy, neat, clean. So too clean, unsure. A neural blank. Some perception groups. Like axia, possibly. I mean, it's like axons. Not sure on that one. Sheep cot or sheep coat matriarchs. The word sheep, matriarch would be a U. I have no idea what a sheep coat is. We'll do that for now, though. Tank top. Some kind of cap. I don't know what the name... Oh, gas cap? Oh, it's like a tank of gas. The gas cap. Delightful. A Mercedes-Benz model. I have something class, probably. What letter I don't know. I'm thinking heavens might be G's, so possibly E-class. Loot is smutty. It's probably gosh, the O-class. That doesn't feel good. Some shakshuka ingredient. Or some time shakshuka ingredient. The word zest would fit there. I don't know what else. What's this here? Mary asked her, possibly. The Arthur Ashe Courage Award is an ESPY. You win on ESPN. A baby cobra comedian Wong. It's Ali Wong. We're going to do two more back to the game. A blank drug, an infection fighter. Blank drug. No idea. Last one for now. Instructions for a chest examination. So you could say, like, breathe deeply and hold your breath, but chest examination could be lots of things. Chest could be treasure chest, of course, pirate booty chest, chest examination. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's enough right now. Had a good time. Something's wrong here. Pokemon Black or Super Mario Galaxy. Rated E for everyone. There you go. Progress made. Back to it tomorrow, I guess, or tomorrow's my day off. I have no idea. A little more satisfactory. Are you all attached? No connection. All right, so you're not connected to here even. All right, the most important thing is click, and do you begin firing now? What do we see? Fuse was off. All right, 378 to 420. Am I right to think, friends, that we're going to need so many of these generators? Am I right to think that I should probably make more of them? I think it's the case. That we're, if they're all running, consuming the max on the one pile of coal. Now, there's another pile of coal I buy that I need TNT for. So how do I make black powder? Haven't made any yet. It's coal plus sulfur gives 2. You see red lights? Oh. You're not plugged in. There you go. Everything's good. It's all fine. Everything's functional. Green, red. Why are you red? No power. But you make power. You have no water. It is refilling now. It's gonna be fine. Cat. Hopefully the water makes it there. It was just turned off for a moment. Cat. So I want to make steel. I also want to make like dynamite. I don't know what it's called actually. It's probably equipment though. It's not. Do I know how to blow things up? No, we need to make black powder to unlock whatever comes next. I have some coal back home. I feel like I should steal a bunch right now. Just to make sure we have enough to make enough black powder to impress the ma'am. Greedy. I'm gonna go to 100, I believe. And sulfur, we don't have any place to dig on the ground. We'll go ahead and scan for sulfur and for quartz. If I can get both of those going, I'll be very, very pleased. Sulfur! All right. Very, very far away. 500 some, probably new biome. Quartz. Quartz is 764. You scan for coal that's more nearby. There's actually coal right here. It's just covered by something I can't build on it, which is why I want to blow this thing up as my next goal. I'm sure there's more coal not too far away, but for the moment I want to focus on something else. I accomplished one goal. There's more that way, but I want to do my goal right now of blowing that up. So it is time to go home. As absolute heroes, having accomplished our goal for the stream. The goal for the stream was just get coal power working, and we have now done that. Only problem, home is up. So we could try to find a way around, or we could attempt to make a foundation climb. Because I don't think we have ladders yet. Now, I believe I can use tickets to unlock ladders. That might be a good idea. Hopefully you can climb here. Okay. this way. Are we up high enough? We just need to cut across the waterfall. We know there's a cave behind this. I think I said on the way home I might try to check this out. So let's save for good measure. What are we gonna call it? Spelunking. Spelunking. Good. Here we go. That's not how you get in. Oh no. Oh no. Do we have to ride the waterfall down now? Oh, mistakes made. Or get on this side at least. I think we have to jump onto the, what's the word for this? The columns, I suppose? The rocks that are jutting out instead. Okay, I see something in there. Scalumping? You're right. Usually I play Iron Man. We haven't done any save scumming quite yet today, but... Hey, there we go. This is a real cave. Where's my gun? I must have unequipped it. Oh, I unequipped my weapon to get food for the little buddy. It's super interesting. There's wood on the ground here. Because my sense is the spiders will blend into the wood. I kind of want to know what those uvulas are. I'm also kind of curious if that's an ore there. I like my binoculars. No slotted food. I could slot some food, I guess. Okay, we don't see anything immediately. Maybe I should have two setups. One with food set up and one with, like, our tools. We don't need the chainsaw right now, I don't think. Still just wood. What is that? Is that a yellow slug there? I believe the yellow slug there. That might be a spider on the ground over there. Maybe we found a friendly cave. I mean, it is behind a waterfall, so following the standard rules of video games, it has to be friendly. The uvulas, I believe, are just interesting to look at. Are you going to open up a lot? What are the blue things there? Is this cheesy cheating, friends? Using our quote-unquote binoculars? This may be cheesy cheating. What's that? What's that on the ground? It looks like it might be a cassette tape? Be brave. Do you understand who I am? Do you know the person you're watching right now? Be brave, they say. Okay. Give myself a false sense of security? I mean, you're not exactly wrong. I mean, can the enemies spawn behind? Is it one of these games where you think you've scouted effectively and then just wait? Oh, I wonder if we can find any of the mushrooms in here we need. I think you cut them down with the chainsaw. Inventory, chainsaw for now. Can I cut you down? These might be proper mushrooms. I need them for the, they are, okay. So I need to cut down the proper mushrooms. Destroying yet another biome. But we could possibly make some special cloth with this. Now, what are these green things? They're nothing. They're interesting to look at, that's all. Okay. I know I shouldn't say this, but I believe this is a friendly cave. I believe the behind the waterfall thing makes it a friendly cave. Now, having said that, I think we're going to be attacked immediately. I know how this works. I've played enough adventure games to be aware that my feelings are being set up for a big disappointment. I'm now going to make a further claim. Every cave in the game is entirely safe. There's no need to ever doubt anything or fear anything. The game wants only good things for me. Obviously. I didn't load the game in passive mode, so I know it's the case there are enemies. And something has moved from right to left, I believe a flying creature, but a brief moment of, well, here we go, we're all gonna die. Now, where's the exit? I try to have a clear sense of that. It's directly in front of the cassette tape. They've almost made a complete circuit of this. Oh, inventory's full? Okay, thanks for catching that. Yeah, if the inventory is full on wasting things, that'd be pretty bad. No. Oh, there's a little mycelia. The little purple ones also. I've left some behind. We found one of the yellow buddies before. I don't recall where we found it. Okay, just in case. I actually want my club ready, I believe. Hey, Drek, good seeing you. How's it going? Hope you're in a good afternoon, evening, morning, time of day. Please no enemies, please no enemies, please no enemies, please no enemies. What are you? Deep Rock Galactic Boombox Tape. I haven't bought a boombox yet, but I believe it can be used to change the game's music. Do we want to play different music eventually? We have to spend tickets if so. Please don't spawn evil. Thank you for your contribution to the cause. Okay, so our new favorite areas of the game are caves behind waterfalls. I wonder if there'll be other ones. I think we might have another waterfall on the map, but cool. That was really nice. We have so many items to take back to base and to scan. That's good. Did this Devils make Deep Rock Galactic? I'm not sure. I know that game came out fairly recently. It's one that was recommended to me, but I never quite played. All right. Deep breaths. Freedom once more. We've got this side, I believe. Check the map. I may have come down the rock to get here. Can't quite remember. Yeah, we can see a change in elevation there that I'm not quite sure I can defeat other than by making foundations. I wonder if we need to go up and out this way instead. Let's see though. Maybe there's a path through some sort. A little canyon perhaps. Absolutely not. How dare you suggest such a thing? A copper here. I don't know if I actually marked this copper before. This is normal copper. Okay, if we push just Alt right click, we can put it here as a mineral. Cool. Eventually I'll look for a particular mineral, not be able to find it because of all the mineral markers I have. Yeah, someone said earlier I need zip lines. I don't know how zip lines work in this game, but if I can go up zip lines, it'd be very, very nice. Okay, so this direction is mere foible. I may be able to climb that. That looks like a path up. It's from the other side indeed. Was the easiest possible way out of there the whole time? I think so. Power cables or zip lines. Oh, are they really? I thought it was a joke. I thought it was absolutely a joke about being able to zip line. Maybe I need a tool I don't have yet. I wouldn't try to work tickets. Oh, also we have a box here of things I might want to take home. Forgot about that. Hello, box. Cat. Yes, these pieces absolutely. Now the inventory is full. Cool. Hello. If this is actually an easy climb out, I'd be so pleased. Oh, also, while we're here, I want to look at how steel works. I think I was told that steel requires coal first. It's a forge, I believe, or smelter maybe. There it is. No, smelter we've had previously. If you go into this page, production, the foundry, here we go. Nope, the foundry's not what I'm looking for. Possibly we've not completed that research yet. Possibly? Okay, smelt 2 resources into alloy ingots. So steel is something plus iron, I'm sure. Is it copper plus iron, I assume? Foundry is indeed. So to make one of these, I don't have the materials. We have to take them home. Iron and carbon. So coal! Coal needs to go into it. Oh, Lord. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I gotta bring coal back home, or just make the iron, or the steel here, and the steel back home. Oh, boy. This path looks lovely. I did grab some. It's true. I have 100 coal with me. So that's enough for me to get making some steel. But in the long term, you know what? I want to make the bomb that will free up some more steel, and then we can, or free up more coal, and we can use that coal to make steel. Probably gonna be the case that steel making is be the mission for next. Pardon me? I think this thing might be protected in the head. Yes, this stream's goal was let's make coal generators. Next time might be let's make steel. Where's their hog remain? There should be 2 of them here. Whatever. Oh, you're not dead. where are the hog remains? Whew! Whew! Alright, lordy lordy, that could have been kind of bad. Where's up? Are you up? How deep is this water? Alright, there we go. Whew! So, I knew while fighting those buddies, I should not have been facing backwards towards the climb, but that's good. Hello, George! You're proud of me for going from spaghetti to beautiful extensions. Thank you. The middle of the base is still slightly spaghetti-esque. It's less so than it was. I do have some open space there. But thank you. Thank you. I'm trying very hard not to be overly spaghetti. We'll see how it goes. I want to eat some food. We're only at half damage. That's fine. Yeah, we were very close there, I believe, to our first death. Had we landed on rock, I'm sure we would have died of that fall. Okay. No beast stops old resorty. Cave? Oh, interesting. Interesting rock formation. Probably just a fall. But I'm curious. Okay. Where is he? He shall not defeat me twice. We shall overcome. There we go. With the club here, I'm feeling just remarkably powerful. I feel like we're totally able to just rush any enemy. That's probably gonna get me into some real trouble later. But we're back on roughly, yes, we're back on roughly our level, perhaps even higher. So now we just follow the power line back home. There's probably lots of stuff to see on the way back. Wouldn't mind finding more quartz so I can make more silica so I can get the better legs. The actual quartz is very, very far away, but the little quartz outcroppings occasionally we just find in random spots. That's some limestone there. Pretty sure I've been to this area previously, so if there were to be quartz around, I probably would have found it. But yeah, I know I've been here before. We found some blue slugs out this way. Inventory's full also, you're right. Can't be looking for anything, inventory's full. Can we find a slide location here? Do the new legs counteract fall damage entirely? Is it like the legs in Portal? Hey, found some more Arcturium. Awesome. They partially, not entirely. Okay. It's nice to have them then. I feel a little bit less nervous about falling. Okay. Anything here that's iron? A lot of iron here. I'm pretty sure I marked you before. I definitely have not done so. Alright, so shift right click or alt right click. Mark more stuff here. Good, good. Just iron. Just iron. So next time we need a big iron expansion, this is clearly the place to do it, as it's just a ton of, well, impure actually. It's a ton of impure iron. It's piled together, I guess allows some real possibilities, but it's still quite a bit. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd you go? Oh, it just stopped. I wonder if I stunned it with a well-placed strike, or what exactly? You also run faster, jump higher, less fall damage. Wow, so many positive things. I believe that you're limestone. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. You are definitely limestone. Okay. You look cool too. I never see my character, I suppose. Except when we, go to change clothing. But our colors are all bright red now. What more do we need than bright red clothing? Okay, nothing there. Gonna find a way up over here. Beautiful wide open spaces. I'm sure that some of you see this wide open space and say, ah, so many factory buildings. We shall blot out the sky with the many factory buildings. And perhaps someday we will do just the same. The only thing we've made new today is /R coal generators, and I guess coal production overall. I think it'd be a good idea for me off stream, please, whew, for me off stream to make more reinforced plates of my own, because the reinforced plates thing I could not find effectively earlier. Let's go ahead and spend the last bit of today's stream, only a few more minutes, going ahead and checking out MAM, seeing what else we can research right quick, and then yeah, steal next time. Yeah, set up a to-do list would be good also. I do forget about that thing all the time. But yeah, more reinforced plates would be super, because, well, actually, while we were gone, the smart plates backed up entirely. So that's wonderful. That means that... that means that the reinforced plates are backing up also. Now, if they're backing up, I should have separate storage boxes that shunt them off and save them. But that is absolutely swell. Probably what? 75, maybe 100 backed up? Cool. Cool. Good. We're getting here just as the backup is happening. Up the line. Back to the hub once more. Always a nice thing when we get there again. I can just sync them. Oh, Ratsu, put them into the awesome sync. You're right. I have nothing in the awesome sync other than what I happen to put in the box. The sync has 4 coupons available. Woo! I can't pick them up. Ooh! I'll leave the stone behind. Cool. All right. Once more to the hub. Over here. Drop off our tickets first. Okay, so what is the next level for? We established they all need some kind of steel. The easiest one, I'm guessing, is just fix-it blueprints. Now, many of you know, if a game gives me the opportunity to use blueprints, I will never ever use it. I will use it only grudgingly, I suppose. Well, there's a start. There's a start there. Cat, ma'am, what do you want? Cat. We did not find the Hatcher thing yet. We did not find the Sam. On Caterium, we have 50 more to crush. Let's go do that right quick. Caterium, 16 more. Getting close. I think there's some in one of the boxes also. Have I gotten the best item in the game at the ticket shop yet? I've not. I should go shop in the store and spend the tickets, but I think that's the way in which I maintain anticipation in this game. In this playthrough, you know that at any moment I could spend all the tickets. And so you better hang out to see when I spend all the tickets. Won't that be cool? Alright, we're at 34 plus 24. We can make Caterium wires now. Does that help us at all? Probably not. But there you go. Push that button!
Research completed. Quickwire recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Left bottom here. The zip line. Oh, cool. Cool zip line. I love that. I love that very much. Stun rebar also. I bet that it's a good way to stop the little skittering fellows. Got a bunch of mycelia also. So if this one's mycelia plus biomass, we can make that very easily. Oh, I'm here for blowing things up especially. My greatest desire, blow things up. So sulfur. We have to make... The detonator requires steel. So no blowing things up until we get steel going. Slightly annoying that. Slightly annoying. Okay, let me go make silica. I don't think we have enough, but it'll be a start at least. We'd make 20. Yep, 20 out of 50, not so good. What else do we have to feed to the MAM? I think basically nothing, unfortunately. Almost the blades, it's true. But more work must be done. Okay, I can make 100 biomass. No trouble at all. Cool. So now we can do something involving biomass. What was the something? Oh, man. Okay, back to the top once more. Not that, not that. Caterium. Not that. Man, with this thing flying by, I keep thinking it's you all in chat, speaking very quickly. There we go. Fabric. Fabric.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
A parachute? A parachute? Awesome. No more fall damage. And synthetic polyester requires polymer resin, a byproduct of crude oil refinement. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. So many more very cool things. We need 30 more silica, so we need more quartz. The quartz is very far away. It might be worth taking a trip to go find more quartz. It's a really long distance, but it could just be worth doing. Need black powder and blue things. Plastic, not yet. Black powder, steel. Is it... Okay, this is after backseating. Is it possible for me to put black powder into the world and then shoot it to make an explosion? My sense is no. God. My sense is no, it's not. But wouldn't it be cool? No, it's not possible. Alright, unfortunate. So, next stream, my friends, I've got two things I like to do. I put them both on the to-do list so we don't forget. Number one, I want to get these legs done. I'd love that. Number two, I would like to make some foundries. And that means getting coal somewhere. We got though. Alright, Foundry and Blade Runners. The goals next time. You want parachute also? You'll remember that. Secretary, you'll be here and say parachute. That will be good. I think that is that. I gotta go away. Another week down. See you in a week, Satisfactory. Failure to save game, no periods allowed. Right? See you in a week, no period. There you go. There you go. Team, thank you. Team, I appreciate it. Team, you're lovely. Let's go and quit this game. Let's end that game. Let's go big resorty. Hope you have a good day off, friends. No stream tomorrow. On Monday, we'll be back with with more CK3. And then after CK3, I'm thinking very, very seriously that we're going to play Derail Valley. We're going to go ahead and experience the glory that is running a train. I don't know. There are other games to play. There are a lot of new games that have come out recently that I've been sent keys for. We'll see how it goes. Whichever way, I'm looking forward to spend time with you on Monday. I appreciate you a bunch. We'll see you again real soon. If you need me or want to talk, check me out over on the Discord. It's a lovely place to blather about this and that and share cat pictures. And that really is what it's all about, isn't it? Good old cat pictures. See you then. Appreciate you a lot. Goodbye. And thank you.